What is up, everybody? Football is back, baby. We're back in this thing. What is up with everybody tonight? We got the Rams and the Bills. It's gonna be a great game. If you want to hang out with me, we're gonna have some fun. Drink a couple beers, you know what I mean? Let me get this set up right quick. But can you hear me? Let me know in the chat. Make sure that I got this all set up right. Um, boom. All right. What is up? So can you hear me all right? I'm doing this is the obviously the first one of the year. This is gonna be like a little test crash course of for the Packer games. We're gonna have some fun, people. We're gonna have a good time. I want to with a Victory Monday shirt. But you want to win it? Yeah, I'm doing all right. They can hear me. So yeah, I'm doing a giveaway for Sunday's game against the Vikings. I will be giving away um a Victory Monday shirt. I think I have a thing. Yeah, right here. I'll be giving away one of these shirts. I'm gonna pick a random person during my live stream, but you have to be following the Matt Ramage Show on Facebook. And I'm gonna do a lot of these giveaways throughout the season, during live streams, during different things. And this is the first one. And if you're a subscriber on Facebook, you have a better shot. Not on this one, but I'm gonna do some giveaways just for subscribers. I'm gonna do a lot of giveaways just for everybody too. But I want to give people who subscribe, people who support, a little bit of love. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude. Who's jacked up for this game? Who is jacked up for this game? That oh yeah, there's a glare on my screen. I couldn't see what it was. Uh, all right. This is a little bit of a test run over here. When is kickoff? I think kickoff is in like a few minutes. I think it's 7:20. It's quarter after right now. Uh, Drinks start flowing. So, what is everybody doing tonight? Are you having a few beers? You just chilling, watching the game with the family? What do you got going on? Because this is gonna be a really good. It's 8:30, but I think for you, but yeah, I think it's 7:20. Or so it'll be 7:30 probably my time. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think it said 7:20. 7:20, but Jake is Liddy City over here. But I'm not. I got a couple in me. I just started. I figured last night was a little rough, you know what I mean? Last night I did a podcast, had the Green Bay guy on. Then I did like I recorded with Joe Beach from the Beehive podcast, Beehive Sports podcast. I did like a pregame show to this thing I posted earlier, and dude, I got lit. I work at 4 in the morning. Like tomorrow, I work at 3:45. I gotta be there at 3:45 in the morning. So see what happens. All right. See you, Sean. Yeah, I didn't. So this is the first game of the year. Like we're gonna see how this is going. I'm doing things a little bit differently. I got me a new scoreboard. This is fantastic. This is a big shout out to my guy Kevin, a friend of mine who actually like he didn't make the iPad, but he made that. That's actually like a website he sent me, and then I can just add the score on there. It's like really simple. I had to dumb it down for me. You know what I mean? I had to dumb it down just a little bit. What is up, James? It's so quiet up here. That's what I don't like. I was trying to get my headphones to work so I could have the game on like really, really quiet so I could kind of hear it because like this quietness drives me nuts. And but it is what it is. If I play the audio, then it goes on the stream, and then they'll kick me off. Human can't have it. Plus that'd be annoying for everyone. What's my prediction for the score on Sunday? My prediction. I really haven't really thought about it because I was gonna do a video this weekend about it. Um, I would say I think it's gonna be like 21-17, I would say, Packers right now. I would say, and maybe not even 17. I it's so hard, like, with the first game because, I'm confident in the Packers, like, what they're gonna do, like, but you don't know, like, first game, like, how this offense is gonna come out, how much points you're gonna put up. But I think that the defense is definitely gonna come to play. I think the defense is gonna ball, so I don't envision the Vikings scoring, like, a ton of points, and then I don't see, like and actually, my prediction doesn't match up with my bold take, though. I had a bold take, I was gonna add that when I do this podcast this weekend, is my bold take is Aaron Jones is gonna score 3 touchdowns. And I'm not saying 3 rushing touchdowns. I think AJ Dillon is gonna do his thing. I think that they're gonna use them both. But I just have I don't I wouldn't say a feeling because a bold take doesn't mean I actually believe it's gonna happen. It's like, whatever. It's a bold take. It's not supposed to be something that's a gimme. But I can see Aaron Jones being involved in a passing game. You never know. Break one. He's obviously going to be running the rock. He's going to be. They're going to be depending on. I think on the run. I think especially earlier in the season because they don't know like what these receivers like Alan Lazard probably isn't going to play. Someone stepped on his foot. He hasn't been practicing. Maybe he will. I don't know. I haven't like really paid attention to like the press conferences or whatever. But he's not practicing. So when you're not practicing, usually you're not playing. So yeah, with Alan Lazardo, these kids are I call them kids 'cause I'm all old now. But these young wide receivers are going to get tested. They're going to get tested. They're going to not only that, they're going to have opportunities. Which I think that they're obviously probably pumped up about. Like they want that. That's what they're here for. You know what I mean? And I saw was it Watkins was saying he's never felt better. So with Lazard, if he's out, he's obviously like the number one. So let's see what happens. What is up, Dan? How you doing today, dude? I'm actually really jacked up to be back, like watching football. Last year I didn't do too many like Thursday night games with non-Packer games. This year I'm probably gonna just because it's fun, watch football, talk to you, find people. You know what I mean? And yeah, dude, I'm jacked up. I want this game to start. I want this game, and I want like so quiet in here. Put like earbuds in and like some throw some stupid music on or something, but, not so quiet. Dude, I'm happy to be back. I got the wrong one here. Happy to be back, Tom. Uh, yeah. Yeah, and that is a thing too. With Watkins, let's talk about this real quick before this game starts. But with Watkins, it's like a wild card. It's like a like you don't know for sure. Like a lot of people talk about, his past and his injuries and his injury situations, but like injuries, like just because you get injured a few times, you have a struggle with injuries, like, sometimes for many years, and then it just ends. Because in football, I feel like injuries is just bad luck. Being in the wrong place, wrong time, things happen. People talk about guys are injury prone, but like if you like break a leg or like you like snap your ankle, like that's not injury prone. That's just like that happens. It's a rough sport. But I'd be interested to see. I think he's obviously going to be giving it his all. Like this is his shot. This is his chance. He's got Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball. He's up there in the depth chart. So like this is his time, and hopefully it pans out. And people say that his ceiling was really high. It just it didn't work out everywhere he was. But yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see him go off. Like I'm not a big Watkins guy. Where like I knew him, well, followed him a lot before. Like I obviously knew of him, but I didn't like pay attention all too much. But I would love to see him go off because just because all the negativity people calling him out, like, oh, he's not, he got hurt and he's this and that. So like, I would love to see him just ball out, just go out there and be that guy, and just embarrass some defense. You know what I mean? Sean says, I hope to listen to you more this season. Hey, I hope you do too. And while you're out here, make sure that you subscribe to the Matt Ramage Show on Apple or Spotify, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Go ahead, download the podcast. You can listen in your car, driving to work. Usually they're not too long, like 45 minutes all right at the most. But I'm trying to trim them down. Like I'm gonna do more podcasts this year and kind of like I wouldn't say short them up, but like I have a lot more of just me and just kind of like giving my thoughts and rambling and doing whatever. But also I'm gonna do things right. I have guests on. I'm gonna try to have some viewers on, people who are subscribers on my Facebook. I'm gonna try to like give them the opportunity. You want to become a subscriber, go on my Facebook page. You don't have to, all right? But if you want to, and then I'm gonna have perks, and I'm gonna figure out what those perks are. I'm gonna ask the people who are subscribers, say like, what do you want? You want to, we can do like a podcast thing or like a live situation, how I do it, and then just invite those people in. And I think it'd be cool to meet and talk to other people. Like a lot of people always ask to come on my podcast, and that'll be a situation, where You can do it. But let's get to some of these. Uh, I've been listening to all your podcasts lately, and you're great. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. Uh, I do. This off season was rough, like content wise, trying to keep this thing rolling. Wish this game would start, but yeah, the season is here. The season is here. I'm so happy the season is here because it's it's funny because like I look at the comments and like try to like respond and like see what's going on in the chat, and then but a lot of people, they just argue with each other. So like I don't know if they're talking to me or someone else. Let's throw this one up here. It's been said that our defense will be as good as when we won the Super Bowl. What do you think? I think this could be the one of the best defense that we've seen in a very long time. I don't see like there's no glaring weakness on this defense. But on paper and on the field is two different things. They got to prove it, obviously. But I think the pass rush can be ridiculous. They got help stopping a run. Kenny Clark maybe gets freed up just a little bit more. He doesn't have everybody on him all the time. I think that this defense is gonna be scary. The secondary, like Jair, he's healthy, and like we'll see like how he comes back. But I don't think that there's any situation. It's not like a David Bakhtiari situation where like it's up in the air. So I think like when I had Preston Smith on my podcast, he said this. He said every position group on this defense has a leader, right? They got Jair. He's a leader for all those corners, like those linebackers. Preston Smith was saying like he'll teach them like, but I think on the linebackers and like he's saying like there's a lot of guys that are doing it, but yeah, he said if a guy's not doing something right or he's situation that he needs to know some, I'll tell him. He's like on the line, Kenny Clark's out there, like they're all leaders, like just by example. And I actually had when I had Kenny Clark, I asked him the same thing. I asked him, I said, uh, with Zadarius Smith leaving, that's early in the offseason that I had him on. And I said, who's gonna be that motivational, that dude that the rah-rah, because Zadarius Smith's kind of that rah-rah guy. And he said, we don't need that. We don't need a rah-rah guy. He goes, there'll be guys that step up to be leaders when leading needs to be done, but we don't need someone screaming in our face or whatever. It was actually funny, especially after all this Zadarius Smith situation came on. It's funny, but yeah, but I think that this defense is going to be great. I think that they could be, but it's easy to say, oh, there's going to be the best defense of all time, best defense the Packers had and whatever, whatever. But they got to go out there and do it, and you hopefully everything stays good and everyone stays healthy. And this defense definitely can be. I think this defense is a defense that can score points. This is a defense that can, flip the field. That's the thing with the offense. People talking about wide receiver situation, but if you're getting your good situations, because that's a winning and losing game is when your offense is starting on your 30 every now and again because of a turnover, 3-0, good field position like that. It's going to help a offense that who knows like how strong it's going to be. But with this defense, the Packers don't need to score 45 points a game on offense. They just don't need to. You know what I mean? Oh, let's see it. Gary is going to be the heart of that defense. Yeah, I think Rashawn Gary for sure. I didn't mention him, but yeah, Rashawn Gary for sure. Another year. Um, he's obviously got the skills, so like guys will follow him because they know what he's talking about, and he's getting up there. I wouldn't say up there, but he's got a few years under him. He knows what's going on. But yeah, Rashawn Gary is an absolute animal. I think he's going to destroy it this year. I think he's going to go absolutely off. I think he's going to be in talks for defensive player of the year, unless someone has like a freakish year. But even then, I'm not saying he's going to win defensive player of the year, but I think he'll be in that conversation. And maybe that's all that's all you can ask. Be in the conversation, and then what happens. But yeah, I think he's going to dominate. I think he's going to crush some souls. Rashawn Gary does not like have a quit. Like he doesn't have any type of, he's just a go now. So what are we thinking for this game? Who's winning this game? All right, we got the Rams, we got the Bills. Who's winning? I don't think I asked you guys yet. All right, Brandon's got the Rams. Got the Rams. What do we got here? We got Brandon said go Pats this year. Oh, you want the Pats to do good this year? Is that what you're saying? And we got Bill says, "Come on, Bills." Which hey, I bet you do like the Bills, Bill. I'm sorry, that was bad. I'll Yeah, so, all right, we got Ken thinks the Bills too. I think the Bills too, like for the record. And I'm rooting for the Bills. And I got all Packer fans should. You don't want the Rams to catch a W right here. But it's not really when you say who do you got, like it's not really who do you want, but like who do you think? And I think the Bills are gonna win, and I want them to win, so it makes hopefully. I'm excited to see Josh Allen. All right. Josh Allen seems to me like a I wouldn't compare him to Aaron Rodgers, but like all these quarterbacks, like when they come up, like, even Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, they're the starter for a couple years, and you could just see it, like, everyone's waiting, like, gotta get that ring. I kinda feel like that's how this Bills team is. Everyone's talking about how good they are. A lot of people are picking them to win the Super Bowl. I had Joe from the Beehive Sports Podcast on last night. He's a big Bills fan, and I said, I think that they could. Can you imagine if the Packers met the Bills? Is this game on? Because it's not on by me. I see people talking about it. What is this? Am I missing this game? Am I, like, behind? Dan thinks the Bills are overrated. But we'll find out, because even like I said, I was talking to a Bills fan yesterday, he kinda said the same thing. He's like, "I don't know what they did to get all these expectations." But, you know, we'll see, we'll see. Look at these. Allen had an amazing finish, against Kansas City. Yeah, he did. Like, that game was wild. I expect Josh Allen to make a big step this year. I think Josh Allen is gonna have a great year. He's gonna be in the MVP conversation, you know what I mean? Oh, it's yeah, what channel is this thing on? Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong, dude. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm on the wrong channel, dude. Let me find this thing. Yeah, I mean It's on NBC? Alright, let me go back. Hang with me, people, we're gonna have a good time. This is why I do this on this game, so I get all the bucks out. Oh, yeah, yeah, here we go, here we go. Woo! Alright. Where is it? Alright, we're in this thing, alright. Thanks for hanging with me, people. Dude, why am I so behind? Like, why am I so bad? Alright, here we go. No, I missed the freaking first touchdown. I thought I coulda swore the NFL Network. It's also on Prime, but, alright, so that was a nice little touch. I'm seeing the replay over here. A little late for me, but, yeah, so there we go. The Bills are up 7-0. Oh, scoreboard. Check it out. Boom, check that out. What do y'all think of that? What do you think of that? Scoreboard right here. I'm pretty excited about this scoreboard. But, yeah, so how did that touchdown happen? Like, I missed it, obviously, so I wonder, was the Bills' defense or the Bills' offense so great that they just went down there and did that thing? Or was the defense sluggish like the because I wonder about the Rams, you know what I mean? That's one reason I really wanna see this game to see how the Rams come out this year. Uh, oh my goodness. Alright, let's get into some of these comments here. Oh, the D line in the Big Cheesy is going to be fierce. You know that's right. Yeah, you see, that's what I was thinking about. I need to move. I'm gonna move Farley right there because I just kind of like redecorated. I think I'll put him right there. I put something else right here because he's not getting the limelight that he deserves. You know what I mean? Uh, Here we go. Here we go. We got some clarification over here. Gonna roll out with Allen after play action. They all bid on it. Yeah. So that play action thing, Rogers is notorious for that. Man, that's tough. Um, it'll be interesting to see how do the Rams come out of this thing. Do They they gonna ball out, offensively. They're gonna have another year because everyone. There's a lot of, I wouldn't say pressure on Stafford, but he's very hyped up right now. He won a Super Bowl and all the thing. First year with the Rams. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's pressure, but it's definitely a high expectation to go and do that thing again. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Oh, I was so confused for a second. But I like the whiteboard. My very first scoreboard was a whiteboard. I would just write it on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Uh, Aaron Donald does not seem to be happy. Bills are kicking off right now. I don't know if we're lined up. We might be a little behind because I'm watching on Spectrum. The Rams taking it out down to like what, about the 18-yard line or something. Here we go. 9:52 to go in the first quarter. You think all right? We got a prediction over here. Rams are gonna miss the playoffs. All right, all right. Yeah, I could. Sunday. It's coming soon. Coming soon. He That he needs Stafford's first throw to be a completion. Let's see if he gets what he wants. Stafford under center. Let's see. We got some motion going over here. Looks like gonna be a run up the middle. Or a nice little gain there. Nice little gain. Second down. I gotta get back in my mojo of this. You know what I mean? I haven't done this since obviously like since last season. So we gotta get back in mojo. I think I'm gonna buy a new headset because that one is not, that's why I'm not wearing it. And I can listen a little bit. I like to listen to the game. It doesn't feel like a game if you can't hear it for me. Unless I'm like drinking like at a party or at a bar or something like that. But when I'm sitting over here, got a false start over here. Taking them right on back. I'm behind by about 30 seconds. Maybe I could try to refresh it. I'll try to refresh it here in a second. I want to see this right here. We got Stafford and shotgun over here. Look at me, another run up the middle there. All right, so let me try to refresh this thing. And maybe I don't know if that helped. But we're gonna have to go with it. We're gonna have to go with it, people. Is it loud? Is this game like really loud? I wish I could hear it. They're in LA, so like it's weird. Like I don't know. LA is a weird thing. Oh yeah, Stafford, he's throwing. Oh, it's a completion to cut. There we go. Whoever said that you needed a completion, there you go. There you go. Um, First down and 10. I think I like. Yeah, I'm definitely behind because I'm seeing comments that that was a nice little play right there. Brad said he's talking to a Rams fan at the Packers Rams game last year. A lot of them say they lost home field advantage with the way they built that stadium. It seems like the LA teams really don't have fans because like there was no NFL team there for so long. Everyone picked different teams. You know what I mean? So I think it's tough. I think they obviously have some, and it's definitely growing. Oh yeah, we got to run up the middle. Nothing denied. Oh, I mean, probably got a yard out of that. Probably got a yard. Here we go, people. Let's get it. Yeah, this is like the oldest. The Packer fans never forget. I ain't mad at you. But yeah, that. Oh, here we go. I missed it. I think I need to switch it to like. This end. Okay, one way or the other. This is a crash course, people. We're practicing some stuff out here. Uh, which defense will show up first? I'm thinking the Bills. I was talking to Joel last night. He's big on the Bills defense. Let's see if they can make something out of here. Here we go. Yeah, you got a little bit there. You got a little bit. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So let's see. All right. Yeah. Von Miller, like you guys think Von Miller still has it? Yeah, I don't know if he got pressure there, but he's definitely trying. All right, there you go. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and down goes Stafford. There we go. Von Miller. Is that his number or his age? You know what I mean? Uh, I'm picking who wins the shirt on Sunday during the Packer game. During the Packer, I don't know, probably like first quarter or something like in between. I'll make a post like saying like probably like when I'll announce it. And if whoever wins the shirt isn't watching, that's fine. I'll just message you. You don't have to be watching to win. But you have to be following the podcast Facebook page, the Matt Rammon Show. Here we go. Von Miller already proven he's worth what they paid for him. Yeah, he was he was there. He was there every time. And the Rams a punt over here. Let's see what we got. Is it going to be a fair catch? There you go. About the 8-9 yard line. If you can hear it. You guys hear that?
$200 instantly, just for betting $5.
Let me know
DraftKings, listen
if
to
you
me.
can hear
You
the
listen, you listen.
Kevin
good.
Hart.
I appreciate you for recognizing how valuable my time is, but instantly, stop. You're not going.
Let me know in the chat if you could hear Kevin Hart's voice there, because I don't want to put it up there. But going off without a hitch right over here, people. Oh yeah, you could hear it, huh? I'm gonna have to figure out a way for the Packer game. I'll have it better so we could get a little bit more better atmosphere. It's so it's weird because it's so quiet in here. All right. We can't do that, but we'll figure it out for Sunday for the Packer game. What's important? This is what we're doing it for, people. We're trying to figure out the kinks. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is gonna be a key drive. You know, a big drive. And if the Bills can just go down here and score again, then like this Bills team is just gonna go. They're just gonna roll, and I'm here for it. I forgot to order my Victory Monday shirt so I could wear it here. Phil. What is going on with that? I have two monitors. Right? Yeah, one that I'm looking at you on, and then the other one I have the game on. I have a TV. I have it set up to watch the game there, but it just worked better over here. But yeah, I have two. But yeah, so yeah, if this Bills offense can just keep it rolling, I think this Bills team is going to be a really fun team to watch this year. The AFC is so stacked that like you have to be. That's why I was talking about the Broncos. People think because Russell Wilson went over there that they're going to do something. I have no faith that the Broncos are going to do anything. I think that they're probably going to have a good year because I think they have a pretty decent team over there. But they're in the AFC. You can't have a pretty decent team. You have to be balling out to keep up in the AFC. So I don't think that I don't know. Plus Bronco fans just drive me nuts, bro. I admit it. I mentioned it earlier. What is up? What is up? Bourbon Tribe. There you go. That's a good one. What's up? Thanks for checking in over here. So here we go. Let's see what this Bills offense can do. I think I'm a little bit behind some people. That's just how it is. Like some people I'm behind, some people I'm closer to. But we got 4:50 on the clock over here in the first quarter. Look, see what Aaron Donald's doing over here. Not a lot. Not in that situation. Can you watch them at the same time? Yes, I can watch. Actually, I can watch both monitors. Like I'm looking right over here, and and I can still see it. Not good though. There we go. Allen. Oh, he's going down. He's going down, and that's gonna be a sack, dude. He like busted his head on that. That would just take me out. He said, "I'm worried about our offense this year." I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, like, we'll see what it goes. We got Packers got great running backs. Aaron Rodgers is just gonna make guys better. Yeah, he didn't hit his head there. He didn't. Josh Allen didn't hit his head. Looked like it though, live, but that's some whiplash for you. You know what I mean? I think the Packers offense is gonna be good. I mean, I'm not saying that it's all, ooh, it's gonna be fantastic, but like, yeah, they're gonna figure it out. Here we go, Josh. Oh, nice little throw, first down, ball about the 26-yard line. There we go. Yeah, Devontae made our offense look great, but Aaron Rodgers has been making our offense look great like since forever. Like Aaron Rodgers is a big part of Devontae Adams' success. Devontae Adams is a big part of Aaron Rodgers' success, like in his time when he picked it up. That's just how it works. Aaron Rodgers will make someone else look great. I say look great because Devontae Adams is a real deal. I think no matter who the quarterback is, he's gonna be good. Here we go. We got a little screen over here. Oh, first down. All right. Bills are moving that ball. Bills are moving the ball. About 3 minutes ago in the first quarter. Here we go. Yeah, right here. Like exactly. That division is stacked with the Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, and the Chargers. The last place team could easily be 10-7. Yeah. Like, dude, that division is just crazy town. Like, let's see what happens. That division is like not only the best division in football, like that's the best division in like recent memory. It's crazy. Here we go. I knew this was gonna be a catch before I saw it because you said Josh Allen spreading around, and I knew it was getting spread around right there. There you go. Jones, Dillon, Tunyon, Cobb, Watkins, the two rookies. I'm not worried. Exactly, dude. I mean, I get why people have thoughts and like but I'm not real worried. Like we'll see. Like they're gonna make it happen. All right, Josh Allen barking some orders. Here we go. First down at 10, just about midfield. Back to throw the ball. Screen. Run. Well, that was a awkward little tackle right there. Oh, is that gonna be a flag? All right, here we go. There we go. Phil helping out. The captions over here. Just by commenting. He said, but in the early Tay years when Rodgers had to scramble each play to make a completion, hoping we won't get back to that. It was hard to watch. I mean, that's kind of like their thing, when with all the receivers since Rodgers has been around, is that the scramble drill. And when he starts running, you know what to do. Come back. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Penalties. I actually didn't even see it because I was reading that comment. Oh yeah, that looked like a rough thing, but I didn't see the penalty. Man, have you become the macaroni cheese king of Wisconsin yet? You could be the Abe Froman from Ferris Bueller. I don't know that. I think I am because I don't think anyone's obsessed with macaroni and cheese the way I am. You know what I mean? It's like people don't like it. I was still on Twitter today. It's overrated. That's why I left Twitter. All right, Josh Allen back to throw. Completion. There we go. Diggs. All right, he's just gonna go down there. Just imagine if the Vikings could have kept Diggs and had Justin Jefferson. Like I obviously it wouldn't if they would have, it wouldn't have been for a long time. You got Josh Allen, 10 straight completions to start this game. That's wild, dude. He's gonna have a year. But like if they could have, oh, we got a big play alert. We got a big play alert. Here we go. Let's check it out. Here we go. Josh Allen barking order. I remember last year I had that. Where is that? I feel like it's jacked up when it's holding the football, and I can't run with it, but I can hold it. Here we go. Oh, we got ourselves a turnover. That's a turnover? All right. What happened right there? Was that just like bobbled into his hand, so it's an interception? What is going on with this? Yeah, I think it's intercepted, or did it hit the ground? Was it a fumble? Oh yeah, that never touched the ground, obviously. So messing up his stats is what he's thinking. Like, bro, I'm trying to get MVP this year. For real. You blink and that dude. I thought that was a catch. But is there any chance that his knee was down? Yeah, it jinxed though. I don't think I have that authority that much. All right. This defense is going to be so good this year. We're not going to have to score 35 points a game. He's talking about the Packers, and that's an absolute fact. Packers will not have to do that 40, 45 points a game and, win by 3. Like, play good defense, make good decisions, don't turn the ball over. Great chance to win. You know what I mean? Don't forget Kirk Cousins is MVP this year. Dude, like, there's just so much craziness going on, like, with the Vikings within the last whatever. And, like, it's crazy that all of a sudden everyone's like, the Vikings are winning the North. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Kirk Cousins is the MVP candidate and all this. I'm like, dude, stop. Stop. Dude, they're just trying to hype things up. I get it if you're a Vikings fan, you want to hype up your team and have faith and have confidence and all those things. But, like real NFL analysts who get paid for it, come on. Dude, nobody believes this. What is up? Jeremy, how you doing tonight, man? We need to give you some crap. How about your baseball team? LOL. I hate the Cards. I'm not a huge baseball person, but I do support the Brewers. I love the Brewers. Got to do some stuff with the Brewers this year. Went to some Brewers games. Had to slide down Bernie Slide. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't like the Cardinals. I don't know why. Like back in the day, I knew people like they're just so cocky, so I hated them. But I don't hate them. It's like I hate all Chicago teams. Like I don't care if it's the NFL, Little League, everywhere in between. I hate all of them. I root against those kids. No, I think that I think that they probably gonna hang that banner like week 1. You know what I mean? That's usually when people hang the banners. Here we go. First down and 10, 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here we go. Stafford under center, like they got a ways to go. Good thing that the Bills went down the field before that happened. They don't give them great field position. So here we go. Give me a run up the middle. So the Rams are, doing a little bit of running over here. Bill says it's end of the first quarter. I still got 28 seconds, dude. I'm way behind. I got to figure this out for Sunday. I don't want to be this far behind. If you hate us because you ain't us. Yeah. I know how that is. I do. I did say Little League. I don't root for any Chicago team. If I'm watching the Little League World Series, I'm rooting for the other team. I'm not rooting for a Chicago team. Care what it is. Not flag football, nothing. So we got the end of the first quarter over here. That is a wild looking stadium. Wild. All right, here we go. So this game, all right, 7-0. Bills on top. They were going right down the field to score our touchdown. Had like a little fluky catch, bobbled thing, and then took it right out of his hands. So this game could easily be something else, but that's how football goes. Get those lucky bounces, those unlucky bounces, like really keep you in a game. Like I said, don't stream it on your computer. You're better off with an antenna TV. I don't think I have an antenna TV. I have a TV over there. I hook an antenna up to it. I'll check that out for Sunday for sure. Yeah, that was a really, really fast first quarter. Maybe because I was screwed up the whole time. I wasn't watching like the first drive. I was on the wrong channel. And yeah, I think what I'll do is I will like she said, I'll hook up my TV and maybe I can hook an antenna up to that, or maybe yeah, because when you go through the internet, you know, because my cable and all that like is through the internet, so it's gonna be delayed because that's just how the internet works. So I'll try doing that because this year it'd be nice to be in the same pace as everybody watching. You know, but that's why we do this. Why we're here today, doing a little test run. I don't want to be testing stuff out when my team's on the field. The only time to root for Chicago is when they're playing the Purple Menace. Like, I will only root actually, I won't. I can't root for, like, I was gonna say the Bears, but, like, even if it helps the Packers, like, I don't root for the Bears. I just sit back and chill, you know what I mean? I just sit back and like, "Hey, if something good happens, that's not up you know, what am I gonna do about it?" So, I just, I can't cheer. I actually almost, like, caught myself cheering for the Lions on, I was watching Hard Knocks and, like, you know, they're showing, like, the preseason games and all this stuff, and I actually caught myself like, "Yeah," you know, because like, dude, I think it's tough even for Packer fans, but, like, just imagine, like, if you're not in the NFC North, you're not a fan of the NFC North, the Lions watching Hard Knocks, man, how do you not root for that team? I think, I think the Lions, like, if you're a Lions fan, I think you gotta be pretty excited right now. You gotta be like, dude, pumped up because like I'm not saying that they're gonna go on whatever, but I think they're on the right, you know, the right road. Lions are on the right street. Oh, here we go. We're back. You guys have been back. Here we go. Stafford. Shotgun. 29-yard line. Here we go. Back to throw. It's gonna be a screen over by the sideline over there, and not a lot there. I would get a TV not connected to your cable provider for games televised on prime time. All you gotta do is get antenna and hook it up the cable jack and the TV. Yeah, so I think I can do it because I have yeah, I'm local, so you know I get all the Packer games anyway, so I can just throw an antenna on that thing. I'll go buy one tomorrow and test it out. But I appreciate you, Megan. I appreciate you. That's a really good idea. I really didn't think to do that. All right, so the Rams are punting here, 4th down and 4. Let's see if they get a return. They should get a return if they get I'm gonna block it. He's got a guy running down on him. There we go. He got you got a little bit there. All right, past the 30. There we go. All right, Bills. Look at Phil over here. Give me updates from the stadiums. And yeah, Sunday. So you're going to be there. We're going to have a man on the scene. We're going to have a guy on the scene on Sunday. You'll like to see it. You know what I mean? Are you surprised that the game is a late game or not prime time? I know that they have the Cowboys and Bucks playing in that slot, but Dallas is overrated. Yeah, I agree. I think that Dallas is overrated. I think the Packers. I could see it going to prime time. I mean, obviously it's not. I wouldn't be surprised if it would have been because I do think it's gonna be a good game. You know, rivalry and everyone's saying how great the Vikings are gonna be. Maybe they're afraid of the Packers first game because of last year. I don't know. There we go. Nice little throw here, and that's gonna be a gain like a yard. What's the score? It's 7-0. Uh, it's right here. Right here. Score. All right, they're saying that there's a fumble over here. This is not gonna be like how I do all my live streams for people who have never watched one. Usually it's a little bit different, but I'm so far behind. I'm not gonna be like yelling like what's happening. Like you guys already saw it. So it's kind of stupid. You know what I mean? So we'll just talk. We'll just vibe through this thing. We'll have a good time. All right, we go. Okay, we do have a fumble. We do have a fumble. What is going on with the Bills, bro? What is going on? Rams got that thing. All right. That can all be fixed, though. Oh, Phil had a big play alert, but I missed it. I missed it, Phil. I'm sorry. Do you think our wide receivers are ready? You talking about the Packers? Yes. I mean, I wouldn't say yes. Like I think they will be. Like I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a big part of that, helping them out. I think Matt LaFleur, like they have a game plan. Like they know that they knew for a while. They know what they're doing. Watkins, hopefully, he has the year that these rookies can step up. These rookies don't need to step up and be like Devontae Adams. They just have to step up, be good. Don't bounce the ball into cornerbacks' hands. Don't do stupid stuff. Don't turn the ball over. Don't fumble. Don't lose the game for them. You know what I mean? Just make your plays when they're there, and I think they'll be good. You said, "How drunk are you?" This is like literally my second beer. This is the least and the most sober I've been for a live show in a long time. There we go. Stuffed. There's that Bills D. Knocked him back. Like, what is going on? They knocked him back unnecessarily far. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I don't plan on drinking that much tonight because I went hard in the paint last night. I got to work at 3:45 in the morning tomorrow. I worked at 4 today. I felt rough. Today was a rough day. I only slept like 2 or 3 hours last night, and that's gonna happen again tonight. Oh, there we. Oh, Bills. Oh, is that what Phil was talking about? Big play alert. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's a beautiful. I love an interception. It's just a beautiful play. Or any turnover on defense, actually. What do we got? Oh, he touched him. He's down. But yeah, I wasn't sure if he was down right there or not. But yeah, I think a turnover on defense is just it's a beautiful looking play, especially when it's your team. It's not as beautiful when it's the other team. You know what I mean? The late reaction. Yeah, yeah, it'll get better. Not today, but once I get, you say I'll go get a Nintendo tomorrow. We'll try this thing. Sunday we'll get it. We'll get it right, and I'm gonna work on figuring out how to get some volume situation. If it's on the TV, I think I put a headset right to the TV. Maybe I don't know, but I like to be able to hear. Otherwise, I feels like I'm quiet, like I'm just talking to myself, and it's just like a weird feeling. You know what I mean? Even though I do it for the podcast all the time, but still. All right, so this is like volleyball with how many change of possessions there are. For real. Like this is a weird game. Not really how I thought it was gonna go. I was expecting it to be I don't think I did a score prediction, but I was expecting it to be kind of a shootout. I wouldn't say a shootout like 45, 50 points or nothing crazy, but I was expecting to be like back and forth, you know? Whether touchdowns or field goals, but I figured it would be a more back and forth thing. But Mr. Joe. How are you doing, Joe? What's going on with your Bills? All right. This is Joe Beach from the Beehive Sports Podcast. Big Bills fan. Yo, we're rooting for you, bro. We're rooting for you, but the turnover situation. The beautiful thing about turnovers is you can stop turning the ball over, and then they're just gonna go. You know what I mean? I always said that when back in the day with Brett Favre, like when he would throw interceptions and stuff. I would say just if they just stop doing that thing, they'll win because the other team's not doing it, and then that's kind of how it is with the Rams. I don't think that they're scaring anyone, but if it starts to click, if they're just starting slow, then we're gonna have ourselves a ball game. But the Bills need to just stop turning the ball over. I mean, it's not as like sometimes stuff happens or whatever, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Megan says it'll be great no matter what. I'm still entertained. All right, I'm glad. I'm glad someone is. Watching the game makes me feel like I'm visiting from the future. It is, and it's got to be annoying, but it's a good little test run, people. All right, and okay, let's see what Phil has to say here. Matt, how concerned are we about Lazard heading into Sunday? Very concerned as far as this game. I don't think he's gonna play. Like he's not practicing, and maybe he will. They might just do game time. They said someone stepped on his foot, so I don't know what that means. I mean, I know it means someone stepped on his foot, but like, what does that mean? Like, is he limping? Is he in a cast? Is he wrapped up? Is he running? Like, is he doing anything? I don't think he's doing much in practice. I haven't seen like the press conferences or whatever. I just seen that he got his foot stepped on. He hasn't been practicing the last couple days, but like, I don't know if he's doing anything. Is it limited? Is it whatever? So hopefully, hopefully he doesn't miss anything. But I would if I had to bet one way or the other, I would bet that he's not gonna be playing. Oh shucks, appreciate ya. All right, let's see what the Bills can do here. That's me. If I was an announcer, that's the voice I would use. All right. Now I don't even want to say anything because you guys are already seeing it. Now I feel weird about it. All right. Shotgun back to throw. He slings that thing to the 50-yard line or so to Davis. No. I don't think he'll. No, I wouldn't. I wasn't saying that. I think he might miss this game Sunday. Lazard could miss Sunday. I wouldn't think if he does miss Sunday, it would go any further than that. But maybe. But they said someone stepped on his foot. So like I'm saying, like that's very broad. Like I had my foot stepped on. I was all right. But obviously, there's a situation. I don't know. Like, was it a cleat? Is there like a hole in his foot? Is there? He's like kind of jacked it up, tweaked it a little bit. Like I don't know. Here we go. Oh, another completion. It's going to be a first down. Diggs down the sideline. And there it is. Nice little play. First down and 10. Terry said, didn't Lazard have a toe problem last year for a game or two? I don't actually remember. He could have, but my memory is not good, dude. I'd have to look that up to see. I don't really remember. Diggs, sure hands every time. Great guy. I like Diggs. I'm glad that he got out of Minnesota for a lot of reasons. He's replying to someone else. Here we go. Back in shotgun, back to throw, screen pass. Here we go. Does he got block? He's got a lot of defenders around him, and that's gonna be dude. He's a fighter. Got ourselves a brawler. All right. Let's see what we got over here. David says, I'd be more concerned if Bakhtiari and or Jenkins are out for a few games, which I doubt happens. Lazard, I probably out for precautionary reasons. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, David Bakhtiari for sure. If he's not back, like first week, second week, like that's I'll be concerned about that. But like he's practicing. I think he's in full practice. I believe. No, it might be limited yet. But I think that he might. I think that they're planning on to go. All right. So the Bills got like what was it, like a yard or two. But yeah, I think that Dave Bakhtiari said that he plans on playing. So kick back a few of these beers. Maybe in. As no call looked close. I think that's something that's gonna happen in the future. You know what I mean? I think that's what he's saying. Let's check it out. All right, third down and 4. Back to throw. Oh, yeah, that was close. He had his hands extended. If he touched him, dude, that's pass interference. But they're saying no. I would have to see. Okay, here's a replay. You probably surprised on the next play already. I don't know. That kind of looked like it maybe the right call. Yeah. I mean, it was brief, but he did have his hand on his side. But like, I actually think that that's probably a good no call. I don't think he like impeded his direction or whatever. Here we go. We got a field goal attempt here. Ooh, get ready for the scoreboard, people. Here we go. How far is this thing? It's good, baby. Here we go. Look at this. Boom. Uh-oh. Hang on. I think I hit the wrong button. Oh, I screwed up. I'm not sure how to. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's going off without a hitch. That's 41 yarder. All right. All right. All right. Let me all right. Bear with me, people. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Boom. Uh-oh. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. But hey, you know, I didn't have a preseason. This is my preseason. My speech. All right, Joe says the fumble was by James Cook. He is Delvin's brother. He sucks because he's related to a Viking. Give a round of applause for that. I can respect that joke right there. Yo, Big Dave. Yeah, that's what it is. This is a nice warm up for Sunday. A lot of miscues situations I'm gonna fix for Sunday, but that's what you do. You know, we just gotta play through it. I'll do a press conference tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, there were some mistakes made with the scoreboard. Had the wrong channel on at one point. Missed the first drive. 30-second delay on the game for everybody watching. We're gonna clean up those things. You know what I mean? And we're gonna come back stronger for it. Packers are definitely winning on Sunday. I am giving away, I'll show you real quick. It's a Victory Monday shirt. This is it right here. This is the shirt I'll be getting. There's a couple different colors you can pick from, I think. Yeah, I got a Bear Still Sucked. Really, it doesn't matter. I can give away a Bear Still Sucked shirt too. I have that. This is the one that people have been liking. So that's what I chose to give away, but like it doesn't matter to me. I can give away Bear Still Sucked shirt too. I have a couple different designs, and I'm gonna have a lot more designs in my shop coming up here. This season, we're gonna do some stuff. What's this? Matt, you have a gun with one bullet and you're on a desert island with a Cowboys and Vikings fan. Who do you use it on? I don't know. I don't know. But like who would I think about this, like who would I rather hang out with, like a Vikings fan or a Cowboys fan? I don't know. I know a Vikings fan, so if I could pick the Vikings fan, then I'd go Vikings because I don't know any Cowboys fan. There's no Cowboys fan by me. Um, but at least they're not. You don't know that there's a Cowboys fan by you until they start winning. Then you find out. You know what I mean? That's how it goes with Cowboys fans. But yeah, so if I could pick the fan, I'm gonna say I'd rather hang out with a Vikings fan. I'm not gonna get into shooting people though. Cheers! Hey, while we're over here talking, like, where is everyone from? You know, if you're in the stream, let me know where you're at. Let's get this thing. Here we go. Here we go. Rolling out Stafford. Ooh, incomplete. Good defensive play. The coach? I'm not really sure. Oh, I said, where are you? Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. South Carolina, South Dakota. A lot of Southerners in here, you know what I mean? Here we go. What's up, Derek? How you doing? Let me see this comment real quick. Says, when I was in Chicago, bartender goes, "You like the hat or are you a Packers fan?" I'm like, "I'm a Packers fan." Guy turns away and stops talking. He's like, "All right, I don't need to talk to you no more." Here we go. Stafford back to throw. All right, they got a little something going on. You got a first down past 50-yard line. There we go. Minneapolis, still a Packers fan. I respect that. Living in Minneapolis and being a Packers fan, it would be both horrible and quite fun. And I know that Minneapolis is a great city. Like I've never been there, but like a lot of people tell me, like whenever I trash the Vikings and I say something Minnesota, like, I love Minnesota. I'm like, I'm not trashing this, city or the state. Just a team, bro. They got quick chips over there in Minnesota, so they doing all right. What? All right, let's click on some of these. Wheaton, Illinois, but also have an apartment in Green Bay. There you go. There you go. St. Louis. Hopefully, I don't miss anyone. Oh, we got a flag. Probably had a flag a while back. Forest Lake, Minnesota. All right, we got some Minnesota peeps over here. That's Philly boy. Go Pack, go Terry. All right, here we go. 10-0. Well, probably under 7 minutes now to go. 7:14 on my clock. What the hell? All right. There we go. Wisconsin. There you go. First down and 10. You're going to run the ball here. No, it's going to be a play action. Cup is going to be wide open. And he's got whatever, 5-6 yards. From Wisconsin, but currently just live just outside Salt Lake City. There you go. But yeah, this game isn't going like how I thought it was going to go. Not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I thought these offenses were going to light it up. I mean, I think the Rams might be starting to get something going here. If they can get something going, then turn this into a ball game. We got the Bills up 10-0. We go. Looks good, doesn't it? Here we go. Stafford back in shotgun. Oh, he's got pressure up the middle. Dude, you get pressure up the middle, I don't care who that quarterback is, he's going down. You come at him like that. Especially Stafford. Stafford, I mean, I didn't say he's not mobile. He's not the quickest guy in the. I mean, he's got some feet, you know what I mean? If you, but not like that. Look at 9-7, boom. That's what Kenny Clark's been doing all year long, baby. All right, Stafford back to throw yet again. He's rolling to his left just a little bit. Complete past the 30-yard line. That's me 4th down. He still didn't get the first out of that. Ugh. Bro. Here we go. 4th down and 2. Stafford is still on the field. And a huge play is coming. According to Phil. And he went live with it. I mean, what is up, Arkansas? All right, here we go. 4th down and 2. All right, let's focus on the game over here. Stafford back in shotgun. Yelling some stuff. Hey, guys, I'm going to throw the ball over here, okay? Back to throw. Oh, Cup. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a ballsy play. That's wild, bro. Threw it before the first down marker and just trusted the Cubs going to do that thing. I don't even know that he did it. I think everybody else just ran up and just pushed him, but that was a ballsy play. I like that. You got to love that. I mean, Joe probably doesn't like that. But, yeah, dude, that was a hell of a play. I like that. Stafford to Cup, short of the line, then gets pushed over to get the first down, the 4th down. What's up, Jacob? How you doing tonight? Yeah, that was an impressive play. I like that. Play clock. Down to 3, 2. Are we going to get delay a game here? Nope. Got it off. That was the same play, bro. That's a replay. That was a replay. That was the next play. Yeah, this live stream is going off without a hitch, people. But yeah, there you go. You know what I mean? I'm at a commercial. You guys probably got a game going on. BB related to Don. And there is a Don BB. I don't know. Comments. All right, we got a t-shirt idea. Something to do with roll out the barrel. Yeah. That is good because that's a big thing. I'm not sure if that's copyrighted. I wonder if it is. But yeah, this year I'm gonna do a lot. Like I got this one. It's Let's Drink Wisconsin. You can't. This will be in my store. It's not right now. This is from my old merch shop, but I'm gonna try to get this design on that one too. So I like this one. All right, let's see what Jonathan has to say. What's up, Matt? I've been busy and couldn't catch a live stream for a few months. Awesome stream. I have extra ticket and club seating for the Packers Tampa game on the 25th. Want to go? Maybe, yeah, dude. Possibly. Packers Tampa game. Hmm. Message me. We can chat for sure. Thanks for tuning into the live though. I really didn't do you didn't miss a whole bunch during this off season, but now the season is here. We're gonna be off and at it. More so on Sunday than tonight. Tonight we just chilling because I got it's a whole it's a whole situation over here. You know what I mean? But let me ask you this. All right, let's throw some trivia. Oh, here. Actually, I think that this year I'm gonna do more stuff like that too, like doing like more interactive. Uh, like do like some polls and like all types of questions and stuff. Like for commercial breaks and like stuff like that. What beer are you sipping? This is a spotted cow. This is like I think it's my second one though. You know, I'm being have today. You know what I mean? What do you think about Tampa this year? You think Tampa Bay is gonna? All right, here we go. We got a run to the left over here. A little bit of blocking down the 20, 15, 10. Oh, almost at a 5, about the 6, 7 yard line. There we go. We're gonna have ourselves a ball game here, people. But what are your thoughts on Tampa Bay? You think I hear a lot of stuff people saying that their offensive line isn't going to be as good. They got some struggle. I don't think it matters that Tom Brady missed training camp for whatever reason. I don't think that's an issue. But I just don't think that they're going to be as good. I think they're going to have struggles, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong several times. Here we go. Run up the middle to inside the 5 yard line. We're inside the 5 yard line. There we go. I respect it. I don't like Tampa. I ain't gonna lie to you. No, I don't like Tampa Bay. I really haven't because they used to be Packers, in the Packers division. So like I've not really liked the Buccaneers for a long time. I don't really hate them or nothing. I just don't really care for them. Like it goes back to like a Warren Sapp, those days like back in the day. Those were some hard fought rivalry games. Here we go. Stafford back to throw into the end zone, and is that a touchdown? That's a touchdown for Cooper Kupp. There we go. Yeah, that was a beautiful catch. That was a beautiful catch. Like he barely got his toes in. Let's get this replay right here. Let's check out this route. Yeah, he just ran right past dude and got his feet in. That was well done. Well done. Big play alert. Big play alert from Phil. I think that just happened. Oh yeah, scoreboard. Dude. Here we go. 10-6. Extra point. Number 8 on the field to kick that thing through the thing. Here we go, and it is good. There we go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This is I'll just leave it. uh I appreciate you, Phil. I appreciate you. Here's a hot take. Tampa Bay isn't going to make the playoffs. There you go. I love a hot take. I do love a hot take. Tampa not making it to the playoffs. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. We're gonna see. Like I think the NFC is, obviously it's not as strong as the AFC. Like who's gonna step up? Like if people talking about the Vikings, like are there gonna? I don't think so. By the way, but are they gonna be like the NFC East? Like that's trash. The whole thing is trash. The winner of the division is probably gonna be a trash team. So like where do all these playoff teams come from? So yeah, I that'd be interesting because if their offensive line is as bad as like a lot of people say, I think Tampa might not be as good. I don't think that they're gonna suck or anything, but I just don't think that they're not gonna be like what they were. But we'll see. I mean, with Brady, dude, who knows? Like they always just seem to figure it out. You know what I mean? You got Brady leaves mid-season to save his marriage. Sad ending for I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, that whole saga with Brady missing training camp. I think it's funny because like I really don't care or whatever. He had some stuff to do. They okayed it. But like if Rogers did that, dude, they would like crucify him. Like, dude, they would just go on and on. Just kill that dude. Let me see what we got going on here. Face ID sometimes doesn't work because I got a goofy eye, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, what is going on? But all right, here we go, dude. We got a Sean McVay commercial. What's he got? Is this Campbell's? Campbell's Chunky. These commercials. All right, here we go. We got some real talk. I think Gary has a real chance to win Defense Player of the this year. What do you think, Matt? A lot of scouts are looking horrible for that bad take on him coming out of Michigan. Yeah, I said it earlier. You probably weren't here, but yeah, I definitely Rashawn Gary is going to be Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Like he's going to be talked about. Like I'm not sure if he's going to win it. Like depends. Like so someone pops off, you know. But I think it definitely he's going to be in that conversation. He's going to have a huge year. And you're right. A lot of people said Rashawn Gary was this and that, and he was that, the wasted pick and all that, and he proved every single one of them wrong. Here we go, quarterback, and 16 for 18, 143 yards, touchdown, interception, sack, quarterback rating 95.1 for Josh Allen. Matthew Stafford 11 for 13. I missed some of that, but both these quarterbacks not having a bad day. Buffalo has to win. Stanford has to get 270 yard passing, and Dogs touchdown for me to win 50. Brad, you've been drinking. No, hey, I hope you get it. I hope you get it. Hey, we got run up the middle. Not a lot. What they got going over here? They've choking people out over here. You got Aaron Donald over here choking them out. I don't know if it was him, but all right, here we go. Here we go. Second down. We got what do we got? 2:40 to go before halftime. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's see if we can get some fireworks before halftime over here. All right. Josh Allen back in shotgun with a man to his right. Back to throw. No, that was going to be a screen and he didn't throw it. And he went down. What is going on? Leave that dude alone. He's down, bro. What's happening over there? Oh my goodness. That was warm. Not drinking fast enough, people. This one's gonna be cold. This one has ice on it when I brought it up here. Here we go. We got a timeout. Third down and 12. Here we go. All right. What was the penalty? I don't think I've seen it. I don't know if it happened yet. What happened? I was getting my beer. What penalty we talking about, Phil? Yeah, I missed that whole thing. But look at that. Little bling bling. There we go. Oh, here's the penalty. Is that too many men on the field? Can't hear, but I think that's the that's this is too many men on the field. Like you got too many people, bro. Yep, 12 players. Here we go. Let's see what Eli says, I cannot stand Aaron Donald. He reminds me too much of Sue. They were saying that Aaron Donald's like he like, sent his retirement letter to the team and then he just ended up not retiring. We all heard. All right, back to throw. Oh my goodness! Nice little back shoulder throw. Like, dude, that was like Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Nelson type of stuff. Dude, if they're doing that this year, not to say it's the first time they ever done it, but dude, that is like impossible to cover. Look at this. Boom. Dude, you can't cover that. You can't cover digs like that. Oh my goodness, that was lethal. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get. All right, we got commercials, so I can get this. All right. There's timeout question. If you had to pick one to be for Halloween, Ragnar or Chicago Bears superfan from old SNL? I don't know. Those old SNL skits were funny though. Chris Farley. Uh, I don't know. What do you mean Ragnar? Like, am I not my brain isn't clicking to know what you mean there? But I would probably maybe go that route because I don't think I'd ever want to be a Chicago Bears super fan. There we go. Tonight confirms Jair over Ramsey. Yeah, okay, that's what I was wondering. I thought maybe I was just stupid. I was like, I'm gonna look dumb, but but maybe I don't know. Is a typo or someone that we're just not thinking about? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, you're right. You're right. It's the Vikings mascot. That stupid little thing. He's mostly seen during missed field goals when he does this. Oh. You see him like after losses when he's just like, "Ah," like he doesn't do anything. He just runs up. Uh, I don't know. I think I would rather be if I had to go to Halloween. I'd rather be a mascot. Plus, nobody would see me. They wouldn't know it was me inside there. So I'm gonna go that route. And who doesn't want to be a mascot, bro? Like I wouldn't want to be a Vikings mascot, but like if the Packers had a mascot, I would definitely want to be in there. But I don't think the Packers need a mascot or want one or need one or should have one either. I am doing good, Nick. What is up? Uh, just enjoying the first NFL game of the season. Um, and it's not going as well as I thought it was going to go. But we're learning some stuff today. Oh, see, that's the thing. I'm so far behind that there's like interception, and we're not even then back yet on my screen. Okay, now we are. Josh Allen, don't do it. Don't do it. And he did it. All right. There's an interception. What was that about midfield? All right. This is a game, dude. That's what sucks though, being so far behind Sunday. All right, here we go. Okay. This is gonna be a closer game than I anticipated. I didn't anticipate Josh Allen throwing interceptions either. Not that, like this one was close. This one was probably more his fault. The other one definitely wasn't. I mean, he tried to needle it in there. He probably could have went a little bit, if the receiver would have kept running. But try to make a play. You're all right, Josh. You'll learn from this. Good to hear, man. So glad football is back. I thought Bills might run away at this. Dude, I'm jacked if football is back. Yeah, I thought so too. I was thinking, and I think they still might. The second half to come out. Uh, we'll see. I'm hoping they do. I don't want the Rams. I would love for the Rams to start 0-1. Be all right. Um, all right. Just went to Quick Trip. I was at Quick Trip today. That's where I get my beer. And everything. Here we go. Stafford. Oh, nice little fake to the right. Oh, yeah, he had pressure quick. Here we go. All right. My husband is a Vikings fan. We have to win them this weekend. Go Pack Go. Yes, we do. You don't need him talking trash all week. And then with Viking fans too, they don't just talk trash for a week. They talk trash like until you play them again. Like if they win a game, they're like, "Oh, we're the best." Like they only won like 2 games, and the Packers won 8, and they still like, "No, we beat you though. Doesn't matter." Here we go. Stafford shotgun, 45-yard line, 2nd down and 10, under 2 minutes to go. Back to throw, he slings it. Oh my goodness, that could have been an interception. I don't even know. Like I know who it was to, but like that was way off. That was way off. Let's take a look at what's going on here. He's obviously throwing it to cup. Yeah, he just overthrew it. All right, it's thrown again. That was a duck. There's a flag on the field. All right, I think we're gonna be a holding. Yo, with no sound, I had to make sure I'm up on my referee hand signal. That's an easy one. I didn't get a tricky one yet. Here we go. Yeah, dude, he's throwing that thing to cup. Like obviously. Oh yeah, that was definitely that was definitely old. Yeah, he was holding up. Here we go. First down and 10. Buck 40. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Stafford's back to throw. All right, nice little. All right, that's gonna be just short of a first down. Yeah, this they're not even trying to hide it. They're just like they knew who they're looking for every single play. Every single play. Second down. Run up the middle. Oh, that's not gonna be a first down. Third down. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, if they get a field goal, they go into half, tied up 10. Look at Josh Allen. He's just looking like not how I anticipate this game going. Oh, he says, nice job, Twinkle Toes. So that might mean something about to happen. I'm just trying to read minds now. Here we go. Under center. Let's see what happens here. Rolling out to his right. Here goes Twinkle Toes. First down. Matthew Stafford. That's funny. I like it. Bills versus the Packers Super Bowl. Can you imagine? I was talking last night about that. Can you imagine the situation if the Packers and the Bills were in a Super Bowl? Like that week, that party? Bills fans and Packer fans, they seem very similar to me. They party. We don't throw each other through tables like that, but I would. Like if I was in a situation like we're gonna start chucking people through tables, like I would get in line. Like I'm gonna be part of that. Come off a garage or something. I'd probably break something. Not really in good shape, so that might not end well for me. Yeah, dude, I think it would be wild. It would be absolute chaos. Like with the fans just partying that whole week. Um and and in the stadium to just rocking. I think that'd be a great just like the game would be great, but like just the whole everything that goes with it, all the stuff that's going on. I would probably have to go down there. I don't think I can go to Super Bowl because my pockets ain't built like that, but I'd had to go down there and like just party. You know what I mean? Yeah, that whole division over there is gonna be wild. The Chargers are a team that definitely watch. Like they have a battle inside that division. Here we go, Stafford down. Woo! Night night. Night night. Yeah, there would have to be so many, so many. Except, dude, Bills and Packers fan are very similar. Both those fan bases, and the Super Bowl would be wild. Yeah, it would be absolute craziness. I agree. But Bills fans and Packer fans, I feel like they're like basically the same people. Both small market teams. They're both, like to have a little drink every now and again. Bills fans are, they appear to be wild and crazy. They're chucking people through tables. We're not doing that. It'd be awesome though if people did that at Lambeau Field. That'd be great for content. If I could just walk up to Lambeau Field and just like people are just throwing people through tables, like you could just record all day. It's just like it'd be so great. All right, here we go. Stafford back in shotgun, second down and 19. Little screen over here and not a lot. Oh, the cup and not a lot. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Von Miller is very happy about that. Von Miller, he ain't done yet. it would be. Everyone would be friends. It's kind of like how it is. Like I haven't been to a tailgate anywhere else. The Lambeau Field, like when you go to Lambeau Field tailgate, it's just like everyone's just like friends, like they know each other. It's like drunk people get along. I don't know. I'll have to check. Talking to me. But oh he says scoreboard, but they didn't do nothing on my end yet. Here we go. 57-yard field goal attempt. Here we go. I'm ready. Ready on the buttons. And it is good. Dude, going in tied up by 10 at halftime. Woo-wee. Yeah. Someone said 68-yard field goal. I don't even know that was not a 68-yard field goal. All right, now we go into halftime. I think I'm gonna run off to the bathroom real quick. Oh, okay. They said it. Yeah, I can't hear it. I never know like how far they are. Like you gotta like add in like the end zone and all that stuff. I just wait for them to tell me. I'm not over here watching football to do math. You know what I mean? So this is a good game. This is I mean, it's close. It's not what I expected, but I expect that they'll clean it up. I think that the Bills are a little rusty. I don't want to say whatever because like those turnovers. I don't expect Josh Allen to be throwing interceptions all year. Um, Took a chance on that second one. The first one wasn't his fault. Oh, okay, CBS had they had 68 on the screen. That's weird. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and you guys, yeah, let me put this up here. Real quick. What I will do for this season, I didn't do it. I didn't have it ready today, but for like when I walk away, I go to the bathroom, go do whatever I gotta do. I have some video clips, podcast from like the players I had on and stuff. But I'll be back. Give me like 5 minutes, 5 6 minutes. All right, people. Appreciate you. Be right back. There we go. It is warm up in this room, but here we go. 10-10 halftime. What are we expecting? What are you thinking? You expecting the second half to be a little bit of the first, like struggling? I think the Bills are showing that they can move the ball down the field, but they just had some costly turnovers. That stopped big drives. Do you think the Vikings are going to do something this year, man? That was, of course, a joke. I think up here. I do not think that the Vikings are doing this. I think I don't know what their record will be. But they're not going to do anything. They're not going to make the playoffs. Nope. Just like always. But yeah, I think that we're I think that it's gonna go Packers, Vikings. I think it's a toss between the Bears and the Lions. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a toss because the Lions might win some games, like 6 or whatever, and the Bears, like I'm not sure like where the Bears are gonna be. If if Justin Fields, like, I think that he has, I don't want to say has it, but I think he has potential. Like, we haven't really seen enough. I think this year will be a big look at what Justin Fields can be, but I don't think he has anything around him. You know what I mean? So I think it's tough. And the Bears just don't know how to handle a quarterback. Chad said, I think we're gonna see some adjustments. Bills looked in control of the game until the turnovers. Rams are warming up now, though. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that the Bills are gonna figure it out. Stop turning the ball over, hopefully. And like you say, the Rams are getting it going now. So like this second half, I think we could see some more points on the board. Look, we got they got the fans over here. You got a Packer fan in the crowd over wherever they are over here at the kickoff party. It's funny. Just one lonely Packer fan. Got her little cheerleader things on. She's ready to go. She's riled up. Here we go. All right. I think we got a commercial and we're gonna be back. Let me know when they come back because you guys are a little bit ahead of me. And I think that, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. We'll see what this second half brings. So let me ask you this while we're waiting. What is a team that you think last year, didn't do anything, maybe didn't make the playoffs, but you think is ready to just pop off, have a year, be a contender, make the playoffs? What is that team? I'm not even sure, like off the top of my head, who I would pick, but you can say like it almost has to be from the NFC. I think the AFC is pretty locked up for like all those playoff spots. I don't feel like that like there's a team over there that's gonna completely fall off. Who's a team like I would have to look at the divisions. I think they'd be interesting to talk about though. What because there's always a team that kind of falls off, and there's always a team that kind of pops up. So like, who is that team going to be? Goot and his staff are so good at the draft. He landed a lot of studs this year. Who's been your favorite draft pick through camp? I mean, I think the easy answer to that is Romeo Dobbs because everyone talking about it in training camp. He had a nice camp. We'll see if it translates to the regular season games. But I think he's the guy. And Quay Walker. Like there's a lot of those young guys on defense. Like I'm excited about all of them. You're right. I feel like that it looks like right now that they did pretty good in this draft. Like we'll see how that pans out because you actually have to play the games and like see what happens. But okay. Wayne says I said what a team gonna pop up. Don't call out Jacksonville and AFC. I don't know, dude. Like I think that'd be very tough, especially like because the AFC is just so stacked. But yeah, but like yeah, I think I don't even know a lot about Jacksonville. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know a ton about them. So yeah, it'd be interesting. For Jacksonville to be good would be a fun thing, and I think people expect it because Trevor Lawrence. Then they had that whole fiasco last year with the coach. But yeah, I think that people say that he's that real deal. Like we're gonna find out, but he needs the coach and he needs the stuff built around him to be successful. Any young quarterback does. So we'll see. Alex Strofe is in the building. What's up, Alex? We're doing a little test run tonight. Having a little technical difficulties on a few things. I'm like 30 seconds behind. We're gonna figure that out for Packers game on Sunday. Got me a new scoreboard, Alex. You see this thing right here? We're figuring out this is a great little test run. We got a close game, not what I thought this game was going to be, but I thought it'd be a little bit higher scoring than this. But we're having a good time drinking some beers on a Thursday night. Football is back, and I'm ecstatic about it. But it is very warm in this room. My air conditioner is very loud. If I turn on the air conditioner, the mic picks it up, and that sucks. But yeah, we're we're having a good time there. Yeah, dude, you wanna jump on and talk? You wanna hop on? I'll throw you a DM on Twitter. Let you bring in this thing since I'm, like, behind anyways, we can talk some stuff while and watch the game. You know what I mean? Let me know. What am I doing here? Bear with me, people. Alright, Alex. I sent you a request if you wanna hop in, hop in. But, I think the second half is gonna get underway here in a quick minute. In here. All right, here we go. Let's get some comments here. Great having you back for football season. Did you move your setup so the ceiling wasn't in your way? Yes, I switched rooms. I was in a room across the hall. It's like like an old attic type of room. Uh, but my son went to college. He got his own apartment, so I took his room. I made it into my studio. Here we go. Ram say, "Oh, dude, he got stopped before the 10-yard line, bro. Before the 10-yard line." So I probably shouldn't have taken that one on. But yeah, I got it moved over here, trying some new things this football season. I think this football season is gonna be so fun. Yeah, I'm jacked up about it. Von Miller, dude, he's showing some fight. You know what I mean? They're showing right there. All right, you got helped out with the you got that sack. Uh, yeah, Von Miller, he's still got a little bit of gas in the tank. I wonder, like, if he will the whole season because he's an older fella. But he's still got a little bit. All right, we got to run up to the right a little bit for about a yard and a half. Let's go. Second down. Just starting off over in the second half. Yeah, I'm going to be at the. There we go. It's got Stafford. All right, that's gonna be short of the first down by a gain of 2 or so. But yeah, I'm gonna be at I believe the Cowboys game, and I'll be at the Jets game. Uh, and I'm not sure what other games that I might go to. Those are the 2 games that I'm pretty I plan on going to so far, and I'll probably get to some more. But I'm also be doing some tailgate stuff. I'm gonna be down at Lambeau Field for the home games, doing some tailgate stuff before I do my live stream, so I'll get there early. I'll hit up some tailgates and make some content, meet some people, check out some tailgates, like show everybody what it's like tailgating at Lambeau Field. Oh, fumble! He picks it up. Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to throw it. Drops the ball and just pick that thing up. But yeah, so I'm going to be over at tailgating over at Lambeau Field this year. I'm going to try for every home game. I don't know for sure if I'll be able to. Yeah, he just let that thing go. And I got some people that invited me to come to their tailgate. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna record, talk to people. I got this microphone, bro. What do you think of that? All right, they're punting from their own end zone over here. Let's see how far he can crank this thing. Woo! That was not a bad punt. Over about the 42-yard line. But this is the microphone I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be out there. Put my little logo on that thing, and this bad boy on top of it. Oof! Look at official like a referee's whistle. It is not legal in Wisconsin. But yeah, so I got 2 of these. So I'm gonna go down to Lambeau Field. I'm gonna do lots of stuff. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do the big fun thing though is gonna be going to tailgates, meeting some good people, hanging out, having a few beers with some people, and showing off. And I'm also gonna show off the things around Lambeau Field, like Kroll's and the things you can do. People always ask me what's there to do in Green Bay. Come and do a Packer game. So I'm gonna show you like some of the spots that I know of, and then maybe some spots that I don't. I'll learn a little bit. Let me look at some of these comments here. Giving people what it's like tailgating at Lambeau will be awesome for Packers fans who never have been there. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it'll be cool just to like walk around, like give everybody a view because not everybody can be here. So and to just meet cool people. I think it'll just be a good time. Maybe get some free food out of it. You know what I mean? I think people are scrapping in the comment section. What is up? I am drinking on a nice cold spotted cow over here. This is the wrong comment. Park Shark. Someone. Here we go. Yeah, I'm drinking on a spotted cow over here. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Maybe Alex will join in a little bit. We'll have a little chit chat with him. I'm sure he sees how great this live stream is doing. He's like, I want to be part of that. You know what I mean? But let's see like how this game goes. I don't know. This game is not going exactly how I thought it was going to go, like at all. These turnovers. How many turnovers are in this game? Yeah. Yeah. The little highlight reel of these turnovers. That was 1. That was 2. Is the same one? Oh, that's 3 then. Yeah, we got turnovers for days over here. Not what you expect at a 2 top tier teams. You know what I mean? The Bills, obviously, a lot of people projecting win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl this year. The Rams obviously did last year. Run up the middle. There we go. Oh, that's a nice little run for a first down. There we go. You drink that fruity cow. What? This is not fruity. It has no fruit flavor. I don't like drinks that have like weird. Oh, Alex is here. Let's bring him out in this thing. I don't think I can hear you. Hang on. I gotta adjust something real quick. Hello?
Test.
All right, I got you. Can you hear me?
Good. I got you. What's happening, my man? How are you?
I am good, dude. I'm just testing out the old live stream for the Packer game. Not going as great as I want, but I'm having fun. My stream is like 30 seconds behind everyone else, so like everyone watching me is like thinks they're in the future. I'm gonna try to figure it out for Sunday. I think I'm gonna try to put an antenna on my TV so that I get right from there. Well, and
it's not 1994, Matt. You don't need to put an antenna on your TV. Just get fucking better cable.
No, because that's Best I can do. I got a new scoreboard.
I saw that. Looking good. You're so high tech. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I got a buddy of mine. He made it. Like he actually did because he's like a computer guy. He's a smart guy. He just like I just go on his website and boom, I could change everything.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is because he's smart. I'm not. But anyways, how is your offseason, man? I see you over there working on ESPN Madison doing some things, looking all professional and whatnot. I was like, I can't even ask him come on stuff no more. He's all
stop. Oh, stop. No, you know you're one of my best buds in this biz. No. I've been good, man. It's been a long day. I'm just getting home. And I went on my phone when I got home, saw you were live. I was like, oh shit, I might as well jump on there for a little bit. It's been a long day. I had an event in Madison this morning. We had an Ironman panel that I moderated because the Ironman. Are you aware what the Ironman is?
The tough people thing.
So you're thinking CrossFit maybe, but oh my God, Josh Allen is so good. Anyway, as he runs for another first down. And I don't know if I'm ahead of you or if I'm ahead of the people. I don't get it. But anyway,
it's about to happen right now.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I am ahead of you. But anyway, the Ironman is when you bike. I don't know how many miles. You swim. I think you bike 100 miles. You swim a certain amount of miles, and then you run a marathon, 26.2.
Isn't that like a triathlon?
It is a triathlon, yes.
Okay. I've done 4.
And yeah, I've done 4, I bet. And I've done 6, Matt. And I've done 6. So I got to learn all about that this morning. Then I went to the Wisconsin Badgers had their name, image, likeness thing. You may remember Joe Thomas, longtime Cleveland Browns player. So got to do a quick interview with him, which will be on ESPN Madison tomorrow at 12:30. Which was a nice chat. He's an awesome dude. He's very skinny these days. He's on NFL Network. You may see him on there too. But he is way smaller than he was in his playing days. And then I just had from 6 to 7 a show with Derek Angler, who played center for the Giants in there. It would have been the 2000, I think, was the year they were in the Super Bowl. They're with Phil Simms. He was the center for that run, so had to have a Monday night show typically, but with Labor Day, it was on Thursday this week with him as well. So it's been a busy day, man. It's been a busy day, but good to see you. It's been way too long.
Yeah, it has been. This offseason, first of all, has been long. Big shout to Phil. He's always keeping me up to date over here.
What's up, Phil?
I don't think he misses any game stream. Even watches when he's at the game.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, no, I don't think he actually watches, but he like comments and like joins the chat. It's pretty cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think this year. So what are your thoughts? What I have you here, like we're watching this game, but we can talk about some Packers. What are your thoughts? Any worries? Any excitement? Like what's your like? Hey, this is gonna be. I mean, I think I kind of know.
It's all of the above, Matt. Right? Like there's nervousness, there's excitement, right? In terms of like specific position groups or stuff like that, I'm so worried about the wide receiver. That hasn't changed since the day they the day they traded rather Devontae Adams. Like somebody's got to catch the ball, and somebody will catch the ball, right? Rodgers is still going to throw for 4,000 yards, but I don't know who's going to be the number one. Now Alan Lazard's got this mysterious injury. He was stepped on in practice. Your scoreboard is correct as much as my TV has to say, but it is 1st and goal. So I will keep you updated.
He's ahead. I think he has like a time.
Touchdown Bills.
Yeah, I'm still behind.
Isaiah McKenzie, I believe that is. Anyway, what the hell were we talking about? Worries and nervousness of the Packers season. I'm worried about wide receiver. Like that hasn't changed. I'm super excited about this defense though. Like, here's the way I put it when I talked about it on Friday. Like, as sexy as a defense at the top of the depth chart as there is in the NFL. Sexy. I mean, the top of the Packers defensive depth chart is sexy. There is not a better word to use, Matt. It is sexy. Yeah. I mean, that is a sexy defense. I'm going to see how many times I can say the word sexy until you're uncomfortable. So I'm fired up about that defense. It'll be a while. But that defense is fantastic.
I don't think that there's like no weak link. Like you always like, no. This team has a good defense, but they lack linebacker, or they lack this or whatever. Like they don't, I'm not saying that they're going to be perfect, but like they don't have like an obvious where it's like, oh,
Yeah, the only issue I have with the defense is overall depth.
yeah,
Right. Like I think they're a couple injuries away from okay, what do we actually have here? Right. But as long as they're healthy with this 11 they have in place, and then there's some depth in places, right? Like they've got 3 good cornerbacks, which you will see all 3 of them. I would imagine quite a bit. They've got 2 really good inside linebackers. We'll see, after Chris Barnes, I'm not really sure what the depth is there. Even outside, right? Like I don't know what they have past Rashawn and Preston. Safety, right? Like what's behind Adrian and Darnell? I don't know. But top of the depth chart, when the best 11 are on the field, it's the best defense in the league. Like there's really like I try to keep my bias aside when I say that too, right? Like obviously I'm a Packers fan born and raised in Green Bay, but I don't think there is a better top 11 in the league. So defensively, I'm so excited to see what that looks like because Minnesota's a good offensive team too. Like I know we like to shit on them, especially you like to shit on them, Maddie. But I like they got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. I'll say it. I know that's probably the first time it's been said on the Matt Ramage show, but Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback.
Well, I've actually said it. I sneak it in there every now and again. I say Kirk Cousins is better than I say he is, but like that's not fun to say.
Yeah, that's true.
I say it once in a while. Plus, I don't want Viking fans. They'll tune in like they're like screaming for you said it. Like I was drunk. No, but I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. I think here's what I think. He's not as bad as I say he is, and he's not as good as Viking fans say he is. He's like in the middle there.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, he's a middle of the line quarterback, right? Like he's probably number 14, but there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the National Football League, right?
And
so
when you have Justin Jefferson, like
and Adam Thielen,
yeah, he's
and
got
Stephon Diggs for a minute. Not anymore, obviously. He's playing right now, but
no, but like I was saying, like this year, like he's got guys to throw to. So like it's not like the Vikings are like a trash team. I just don't, because I just don't see them like doing anything because it's not because like they don't have players, just because they never have, and they always just kind of screw up. They find ways, like since way back when they always like find a way to like they'll have a great year, and then somehow just figure out a way to just screw it up, and that's why I have no faith, and I love it. I want that to be.
No, I agree. Let me ask you this, and this is a safe space, just between me and you. You asked me about my worries. Let me ask you about a particular worry. Are you worried about the result of Sunday's game? Safe space, Matt. Remember, safe space.
I talk a lot of trash, especially this week. I've in this whole offseason with the Vikings. So if the Packers came out and just got, beat up a little bit by the Vikings, that probably wouldn't be a fun week. I'd own it, and I still wouldn't be that worried. Like if the Packers did happen to drop this game, it's like the season's not over. Like I mean,
you saw it last year, right? They got fucking blown out in the opening week.
Yeah, it's a division game, so it's important. But I still think the Packers are going to win more games than the Vikings, so I think it'd be all right. I don't want it to happen. I'm not predicting it. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I mean, they're playing in Minnesota. It's they're not going to walk in there and just give them a win. So,
fair.
But yeah. So let me ask you this: the Packers, Vikings. I assume that you think the Packers are going to win the North. Who do you?
Yeah, if Jordan Love is the starting quarterback, the Packers win the North. I'm not worried about the North.
Yeah. So who do you think is going to be number 3 and 4?
So you're assuming Minnesota too?
No, I was thinking. I think Minnesota is going to be 2.
I do too. Yeah, you're right.
What do you think? The Bears or the or the Lions will be last?
I think the Bears will be last.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the Lions. Have you been watching Hard Knocks?
I watched the first episode. That's it.
But I didn't watch all of it, but I watched. I think probably 2 or 3.
And then I see some of the clips on like Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, and it makes you like I don't know. I think anytime you watch Hard Knocks, like you see the inside, you kind of like I don't know. I wouldn't say root for them. I'm not rooting for the Lions, but I was watching the Hard Knocks and it was like a preseason game and they were talking about it, and I actually cheered. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa, Jamal Williams effect, man. Jamal Williams wins everybody over.
I've cheered for Jamal before, like even like watching the Lions play another game because like it doesn't affect the Packers.
It doesn't matter, right? Unless they're playing the Packers, it don't matter.
Yeah. And but like I like that team. Like I think I don't know. The coach, he just seems like a guy like people people love. That's why I think it's cool about Hard Knocks. And I knew that Jamal Williams was going to be loved as soon as that
Oh,
show.
no doubt. No
And
doubt.
then announced, I'm like, oh, he's just gonna eat that up. Like he's gonna just like the way he is every day. He's not an act. He's not like he's has to put something on. Anytime you've ever seen Jamal in any type of game in Wisconsin or any type of thing, he's always exactly the same every single time.
Oh, no doubt. He's the man. So yes, he was definitely going to be a sweetheart of Hard Knocks. I like Dan Campbell, who you asked about. I get the hype. I don't think he's going to be a very good coach. He's going to last 2 more years in Detroit probably. I love every year, and you see this every year with the Hard Knocks effect. Oh man, I bet on the Rams tonight, Matt. I'm not loving what just happened there
Really?
as Stafford gets sacked. Yeah, look, I never bet against the home team in the very first opener.
Well, and they won a Super Bowl. I'm not saying like you're an idiot. They won a
Fair.
Super Bowl. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's a valid. I thought the Bills were gonna win because I just think the Bills. They seem like I was talking to a Bills fan last night, and they just seem like they're next. Because like remember like Aaron Rodgers took over 2008, 2010, he won the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, I don't remember exactly how many years he was, but like then
It was his second year as a starter when he won it.
Yeah, so like these guys that are good, and Josh Allen is in that group, and it just seems like that like they're primed to win a Super Bowl. Hopefully not this year because I want the Packers to. Let me ask this though: if the Packers and Bills were in the Super Bowl, dude, not even the game, that party, that Bills
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I was talking about last night too. I think it would be the most wild. Like there would be videos that you would see, like there'd be Packer fans just getting like backs broke from trying to go through tables. Like I can do it. Let me throw myself.
Dude, in terms of fan bases, the Bills are the Packers of the Northeast. Like the fan bases are so similar. They're the nicest fans. We have cheese curds. They have buffalo wings, right? Like we both like beer a lot. And they like jumping through tables. We like having bonfires. So it just seems like there's going to be a lot of people jumping through fiery tables if they played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah, too. They'd be like, "Hey, these guys have a bonfire over here. Let's put a table on top.
Put the table on top of it, and then hey, Billy, chug a Miller Lite and jump through it."
Yeah, he's gonna be shotgunning a beer, jumping off an RV.
Yeah, right.
Onto this burning table. But yeah. So what else we got?
What else we got? What do you know, man? How's your off season been? What have you been up to?
It's been long. Hey, I was to show you what I got. I was just showing this. Check this bad boy out.
Oh, look at that mic flag, custom mic flag, even.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I'm gonna go to Lambeau Field. I'm gonna do some tailgate stuff this year. I put it out there. Hey, you want me to come to your tailgate? I'm not just gonna bust on people's tailgate like, hey, I'm here. So people have been emailing me and saying, hey, this is where we tailgate. I'm gonna go there, make some content, like show people what it's like to be, inside the Lambeau Field tailgating scene. And I think it's good content. And I'm probably gonna get some free beer out of it. You know what I mean?
That's a definite. I mean,
no, I think it'll be cool. I think this year I'm gonna try to show the Lambeau Field like outside the game, the atmosphere. Like I'm gonna go around, go to Kroll's, like do some stuff. I just like eating food. So I did a stadium view video not that long ago.
I saw that. That was during the Cheesehead TV party, correct? Am I getting that right?
No, that wasn't that. That was just at training camp. But yeah, I did. Okay. There was one. That was at Anduzzi's.
Right across the street. At least I'm in the right area of the stadium district.
Yeah, you could throw a football to it.
You sure could. I believe I have been in both of those bars with you. Did we do Anduzzi? I know we've done Stadium View together more than once, but have we done Anduzzi's together?
I don't think so. Not Anduzzi's.
Okay, we haven't hit the rooftop at Anduzzi's.
No.
I got to be honest. Most times I'm on the rooftop at Anduzzi's, I ain't remembering much.
Yeah, once you hit the rooftop, I remember at Stadium View.
How you know you've had too much to drink is when you end up on the roof.
I remember a time I was at Stadium View. I was drunk. It was like after a game. I was at Stadium View partying, and I went over the ledge, on a rooftop.
Oh, good Lord.
And I was like, go, Pack, go. And I was yelling. Everyone's like, go, Pack, go, like cheering and stuff.
You got kicked out, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was funny because, like, I was up there and I was feeling it because, like, everyone, they're all Packer fans. They're like, hey, look at this drunk idiot. And I'm like, yeah. And all of a sudden, they grabbed me from behind and just, like, yanked me. And they're like, yeah, you got to go. They were cool about it. You get kicked out of Anduzzi's, like you get kicked out of Antuzzi's. Like I've seen people, they just grab you and like throw you into the
Oh
street.
yeah, they check you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Stadium View, he just told me, he's like, it's time to go. And I was like, all right, I get that.
I'm glad you were also on the kicked out of Stadium View club. Because I don't remember my story, I'll be honest, but I'm sure I did something stupid.
Yeah. I just left. I called Uber. Then my Uber driver, my Uber driver telling me I need Jesus and stuff. He was like not impressed with me.
Are you sure your Uber driver is not your wife telling you need Jesus?
It was some old guy. He's like just preaching to me the whole, and then I ain't preaching, but like just kind of like saying like you're a piece of crap. I'm like, dude, I'm blackout drunk. This is not time to have this conversation.
Yeah, right. Can you call me in like 12 hours, please?
Okay, we got Josh.
Talk about this then.
Woo, Josh Allen. He's got a little wheel, little spinny spin. Look at that.
Oh, he's got some wheels.
I mean,
although that was a 3-yard run, he still got wheels.
Yeah. I hype up any play.
Yeah. No, I want to hit you with a question.
All right.
Because I know my answer off the top, and I want to give you time to think about it. I want you to power rank the top 5 teams in the NFL.
Top 5 teams in NFL?
In order 1 to 5.
Oh, in order 1 to 5. All right.
So I'll give you time to think about it because I can rattle mine off for a minute. But I would love to hear yours, and all of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, chime in. Think about it for a second. Give us your top 5. We'll do a little interaction here. I'm taking over the Matt Ramage show.
Dude, I don't know like where to put the Packers because I know if I put them where I want to put them,
they're in the top 5. They're in the top 5.
Oh yeah, but like
they're not the best team of football though. Like, and you can put them there, that's fine. But they're not right now.
Yeah, I'm saying like if you're talking right now, I would say number 1. I'm gonna say Bills.
Okay.
And I'll say Chiefs.
Interesting, but okay.
I don't know anything about football, and I'll throw the Packers in number 3. But who else we got? I don't think Tampa Bay is going to be all that this year.
I'm so split on Tampa Bay, dude. I'm so split on them.
Oh yeah, obviously the Rams. I'm looking at the comments over here. I didn't mention.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he's named your 4 teams. Who are you going to go with number 5, Matt?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Bengals. I don't know out the gate if that thing. It's hard to say top 5 without watching a game. Like
that's the fun part about this, Matt, is we haven't seen all. Well, we've seen 2 of the teams that are going to be in both of our top 5, but
I'll say Bengals. And then let's say this is off the top of my head. I really didn't think about it. But
is it off the top of your head or is it out of your comment section?
No, I do not. We got the Packers at 2. I think the Packers for me like. Chiefs and Packers, like I don't know. I expect the Chiefs to be good. Obviously, they got Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
I think MVS is going to have a year over there. I think that I just have a feeling that he's just going to. Some of the negatives about his game is going to go away. Like
I'm going to hit you with a bold one just for the sake of conversation, but they're going to be later. 1 is the Bills. I agree. Number 2 is the Rams. I think that tonight we are seeing the 2 best teams in the NFL, in my opinion. Right? Like that's just my opinion. I am not Jesus Christ, Matt, believe it or not. I know I act like him a lot, but I didn't even get a chuckle out of that. That was a tough joke.
what do you want from me?
I wanted to chuckle. I just said that.
I never sacrificed a drink.
You can't spit out the spotted cow because he laughs so hard. So I'd go Bills, Rams. This is where it gets choppy. I think I go. I said I knew it off the top of my head. I don't think I do.
On the screen while you're.
Yeah, have at it. I asked for him, so I'd love to see him. But I go. I'd go Bills, Rams, Chiefs, Packers, Saints is my bold one. I love the Saints this year. That defense is stacked. I think the Saints and the Green Bay have the 2 best defenses, at least on paper, in the league. Did you see Jameis Winston, what he did at a press conference yesterday?
I did.
I'd love to reenact it for you.
Yeah, you can because I seen it, but I didn't hear it because I couldn't have the audio on.
All right, so the clip I saw, I'm going to stand up for this. You're getting a full presentation.
This like you got 7'3" Alex Strofe over here.
I got to move the chair. Hold on.
You better move a wall, bro. You're too tall for that.
You're right. You're not kidding. So he goes, all right, I rolled my ankle, but the body is so, what was the word he used? Symmetrical. The body is so symmetrical. And he goes, I rolled my ankle, but what's the ankle of the upper body? Your wrists. And then he goes, oh, but I got a tweak in my shoulder. What's the shoulder? It's the hips. And then he goes, oh, if I got an injury in my elbow, what do I have an injury on?
What?
And all the reporters yell, knee? And he goes, your elbows are like your knees, and the body is symmetrical. And that was the end of the quote. And it made absolutely no sense. And it was the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So I'm high on the Saints just because Jameis Winston thinks the body is symmetrical. It was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I've seen like everyone talking about like saying how funny it was or whatever. He seems like he's just like a fun dude. Like he just.
Okay, I gotta be honest, Matt. I'm just gonna offend you because we're buddies and I can do that. You and Jameis remind me a lot of each other. You're both hilarious, but you're both idiots.
I'm an idiot.
There's the laugh I'm looking for.
This is only like my second beer, so I'll laugh at you.
It's the third quarter and you're only on your second beer. What happened to you?
I went hard last night.
What'd you do on a Wednesday? What the hell are you doing on a Wednesday?
I went live with Ben, the Green Bay guy, and then after that, I did another one because I did like a pregame thing, but with a Bills fan. But obviously, he was busy today, so we did it last night, and I just kept moving. I worked at 4. I slept like 3 hours. I was gonna die at work, but I survived.
You're amazing. Hey, did I hear you took over your kid's bedroom as your new studio?
Yeah, that's what this. He's got his own apartment. He's graduating from college in December.
Where's he at, GB?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's he's got a nice little setup. I think he's got a job set up and all that.
Nice. Good for him.
He passed me up before he's 22.
Oh, because he has a job?
Yeah, he's gonna be doing better in life than me real quick. What we got going on here? I ain't even watching this.
No, I gotta be honest. I've been too invested in our conversation.
Let me ask you this though.
Yeah, hit me.
We kind of just said this like with the top 5 or whatever, but like the AFC, like how they are stacked, like the Broncos, who I hate. Not really the team as much as the fans, because they were talking crap about Aaron Rodgers or wanted him. I felt backed by that.
Yeah,
but,
they were trying to come after your wife. Don't let another man come after your wife, Matt Ramage.
You talk crap about my people. But what team in the AFC is going to get left out of playoffs? Like, is there going to be like a 10, 11 like win team like that's not going to make the playoffs?
Name a team in the AFC West. One of them's not getting in, and all 4 are going to be good. It's the best division in football by a fuck. Can I swear here? I forget what the rules are now.
You're not supposed to.
Oh, I'm not.
No, but
I got to watch my mouth. I'm sorry. I've already dropped like 4 F-bombs. My bad.
It's not like you're not going to get fined or nothing.
Okay, good. I'm just here so I won't get fined. So the AFC is the best storyline in football, right? Like, I completely unbiased opinion. The AFC West is so good. I will go out of my way to watch every one of those 4 teams between the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. It is just a stacked division. All 4 quarterbacks are really good. And I think all 4 quarterbacks, here's my bold prediction. I think all 4 quarterbacks in that division are going to make a really serious run at the MVP. I think Herbert, Carr, Mahomes, and Wilson are all going to make a legitimate case for MVP. So name a team in the AFC West, and they might not get in. I think 3 of them will, but one of them will be left out. And see, I see the Raiders comment coming in. I see a Chargers comment coming in. And people are saying, hot take, the Raiders aren't going to make the playoffs. Like, yeah, they made it last year as a 7 seed. Actually, I don't remember what they were. Maybe 6 seed. I think there were 6 seed because the Bengals were a 5 seed, and the Bengals beat them in the opening round. But like, yeah, I did that math wrong, but it's fine. It's okay. There's 7 teams that go in the playoffs. So 5 and 6 aren't playing each other, but it's fine. one of those teams is going to get left out. So in the AFC, do you actually want a prediction? I'll give you one.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's well. Here's a different take, right? Like I think the Titans aren't going to make the playoffs, and they have the last couple of years. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think the Colts win that division. That's the only team in that division that gets in. I'll go with the Broncos just because it's fun.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs would all get in then, and the Broncos probably still win 9 games. But let's remember, it's a first-year head coach. As much as I want to see our former offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett do well, it's a new quarterback. It's a new system.
Yep.
It's kind of reminiscent of, in a way, they don't have Vince Young, but it's reminiscent of the 2011 Eagles that they dubbed the Dream Team that didn't even make the playoffs. If you remember that, Vince Young was on the Eagles. Like they thought they were stacked. So I'll say the Broncos. That's my bold take. That was a really long answer for your very simple question, Matt. Who do you think in the AFC misses out?
That's what I said yesterday. I said I think it's gonna be the Broncos, but I said it while I was absolutely destroying them. I was ranting. I was on a drunken rant. But yeah, I think it is. I do think the Broncos are gonna win some games. Like I was saying, like they suck. People were like, oh, they don't suck. I don't think that they're like a bad football team. Like you said, that there's a lot of reasons. First of all, the AFC is gonna be so hard. So 9-10 wins isn't gonna cut it. Like you said, like they got a lot of new pieces over there. Russell Wilson is, he's good, but I don't know. Like we'll see, like what he does this year in this system. But yeah, I don't think the Broncos are gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough because
it's tough because I think some of these teams are gonna pop up a little bit. Some of them gotta pop down. Like you can't expect. I don't know. Like the AFC. Let me ask you: is that division like one of the best divisions that's ever been in like in recent memory? Like it has to be. I don't know.
All right, let me think about that out loud for a second. So I'm gonna say soft yes, but I got to think of like some past division years. The North's never had 4 good teams. The NFC East has never had all 4 hitting at the same time. They've all been good in the last 10 years, but at least in 1 year, but it's never lasted. The NFC West was good last year. Arizona, San Francisco, Seattle, and who's the 4th team? Who am I forgetting? San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona, and come on, Matt, the Rams, who won the Super Bowl. I'm forgetting the Super Bowl champion. That was rough. So that was a good division a year ago, but it's not this good. Like the quarterback power is better now in the AFC West. That would be my best comparison, I think, off the top of my head, the NFC West from a year ago. But it's
not often. It's not often you have a division like if some of those like if they're an NFC like one of those teams like. I'm not saying the NFC is weak, but like compared to the AFC,
oh boy.
My
you're really far behind. Spoiler alert. Josh Allen just hit Gabe Davis for about 45 yards, tackled at the 5-yard line.
On a 37, huh? Oh, slagging it. There you go.
Bills are good, Matt. Bills are good.
They're a good football team. I think I said that you're gonna see a lot of Bills highlights this year.
So I think this is how the AFC plays out. If you will let me spew this for 30 seconds. I think in the AFC North, just Baltimore gets in. I think Cincinnati misses the playoffs. That's probably what I should have said for the question you asked me 5 minutes ago. Cincinnati, the team that was in the Super Bowl last year, I don't think they make the playoffs this year. I think it'll be Baltimore. Out of the AFC East, I think both Buffalo and get this, here's my hot take, Miami will slip in. I think the Patriots miss the playoffs. I think Tennessee gets in, and I think 3 teams from the AFC West will get in. And I guess for the sake of that answer, I think the Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs will round out the AFC playoffs. I think those will be the 7.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned the Bengals not getting in. I think the Bengals are like such a hard team to like figure out because they're in a Super Bowl last year.
Yeah,
like, they weren't like they're
and they upgraded O line. So like they really only got better. They still have all their weapons on rookie contracts. Like
I like Joe Burrow. I just feel like he has that it. Like
I do too, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's so cool. I know that's his name, but like Joe Cool, but he just seems like he's got some. Oh, Josh. Oh, okay. Oh.
Dropped.
That's my analyst. Oh. But yeah. What do you think about the Cowboys this year?
Don't even get me started on the Cowboys. Josh Allen rushing touchdown. Make it 23-10. How do I feel about the Cowboys? That's such a fun question, Matt.
It is. Look at this. Nice little. Oh, look at Lil Juki Jukerson. Oh, you gotta love that.
Let's go.
Oh, football is back. He was gonna throw that into the stand, but he was just like, nah.
He's the best, dude. I really love Josh Allen. All right, we went over the AFC. I'll get to my Cowboys thoughts in a second. Let's go in. I want to get your take on the AFC. Can you rattle through your 7 playoff teams off the top of your head or no?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably the same as
you could just say no.
But I would throw the Bengals in there. I think the Bengals. So who do you have?
I'm not giving a certain. I'm just going by division. So AFC West. What?
I was saying who's on your bottom? Who's like your top, your bottom 2?
Probably the Raiders and
the Chargers.
The Dolphins.
Yeah. I think I think yeah. I can see the Raiders not getting in, and maybe the Bengals do.
The Dolphins is my ballsy pick. I just think, this is probably the year Tua figures it out. He's got Tyreek now, so he should figure it out.
Dude, just throw him screens. That's all you gotta do.
Let him burn everybody, right?
Just get some blocking. Everyone knows it. Just get everyone up front, and then just see what happens. Every play is a kick return. And I'm not that he can't throw, but I'm saying just get in the ball. I don't care how they do it, but he can outrun some folks. Oh, they got the extra point. Ooh, boom.
So, all right. So AFC, I went, what did I say? Ravens, Colts, Bills, Dolphins, Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs. I like that. Let's go NFC. I'll get to my thoughts on the Cowboys in a second. How do we see this playing out? And I love the comment participation we're getting as well. I love that people are hanging on every word I say that they agree with or disagree with. It makes it so much fun. So keep that coming. But Packers are in. We can start there, right?
Yeah.
Packers are in. Are the Vikings in?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think that they'll
they'll be 9-8. They'll be solid enough.
Yeah, they're gonna be close. Just a couple games away.
Yeah, I'll be smoking the cigar. They will not be. So I think Green Bay's in. Obviously, I think they win that. Like I said earlier, if Jordan Love is the quarterback of the Packers, they still win the North. I'm pretty confident in that prediction. In fact, just because this team's built on defense. I think, obviously the Bears and the Lions are out. Now, the East, I think only one team gets in. Is it Philly or is it Dallas? I don't know. In the South, I think the Bucks and the Saints will both get in. And then in the West, I think it's 2 teams as well, probably the Niners and the Rams again. So it's do the Vikings make it or not is what we're down to. And if not, then we got to pick a team from a different division because the Bears and the Lions, I don't think are getting in.
No, probably not.
There is a path for Minnesota, and that's because I don't think, and I'll double check, but I don't think their schedule is terribly difficult.
No, I think that they're in the middle. I remember seeing a list, strength of schedule, and I was looking at it.
But does that actually mean anything, right? Because the strength of teams last year does not apply to this year. Strength of schedule doesn't mean anything.
It's kind of like it's not like a real significant thing. It's kind of something to glance at, but you don't know.
I put no stock into strength of schedule. I think it means nothing. That's just my opinion. So that was probably really harsh to just dispute what you just said. But
I agree. I just think I look at it and be like, if I see it, I don't look for it. But if I see it, it kind of gives you a gauge. But the strength of schedule, the number one strength hardest schedule at the end of the year. That's not the case anymore. It was
the hardest game of the Vikings schedule is the same as the Packers, and is 2 weeks after when the Packers do it. It's when they go to Buffalo. But like their other tough opponents, they play the Colts the second to, or that would be week 14, I think. They play the Cowboys. Both of those are at home. They play the Packers at home and on the road, obviously. But like Jets, Patriots, we see them. Obviously, we see the entire AFC East this year. Those are both at home. The Vikings don't have a very hard schedule, and they go to Philly week 2. I guess that would be the other one I'd throw out there. But like Minnesota plays a pretty soft schedule, and that's why I think they sneak in.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I never really like broke it down. Like looked at every like.
Oh, so I do this every year, Matt. I got to tell you something. Maybe you should participate in.
Yeah.
There's a website, and you just have to Google it, but I don't know the name of it. But there's a website that allows you to pick every game of the year. And all you do, you don't like put scores in. You just, I think this team's going to win, and then it brings you to the next week, and it brings you to the next week, and it brings you through your playoff scenario then. And it just gives you a full breakdown of how you pick the year. And every year I pick a team to go 0-17 on accident. Because I don't think I don't think anybody's ever going to go 0-17 anymore. I just don't think we'll ever see it again. We saw it from the Browns a couple of years ago. We saw it from the Lions in 2007. Shout out Dan Orlovsky. Like, I just don't think we'll see it, at least in our lifetime. I think it's so hard to go defeated in the NFL. GB Philly, Arizona Rams, Minnesota Carolina Saints. Why are people high on Carolina?
Oh, I think that they're
Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, I just watched the whole segment on it earlier, and they're all jacked up about Baker. I think what it is people want to see him succeed because
can you pull that comment back up for me? I think it was Brad's. Was it this one? Sorry, yeah, it was this one. It was Phil's. So he has Tampa Bay. Now, can we go to Brad's? It's just below that one. Brad Bartlett, I believe his name. Yeah, here you go. So he has Tampa missing as well. Both of those comments of Tampa missing the playoffs, which I don't know if we've learned this in the last 20 years, but how the hell do people count out Tom Brady? I just don't get it anymore. I don't care if he's 58 years old and his chin is no longer existent because of all the plastic surgery, and he's gone through 3 more divorces given his current state with Giselle. Like, it will never again rule out Tom Brady because the one year I did that, he went and won a Super Bowl at Tampa Bay. So I don't know how people do it. I respect it. Like, I can't sit here and say you're wrong because it hasn't happened yet. But
what is their offensive line though? Like, I'm not saying that they're not going to make the playoffs. Like, I don't know.
Matt, what was the Packers' offensive line last year without Bakhtiari and once Elton Jenkins went down?
But
Josh Myers was out too. The offensive line wasn't very good either.
Oh, I know, but like Tom Brady, like they know where he's going to be. Like, he ain't running. Like,
who's they? The defense?
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like,
and he's never. But Matt, he's never been a mobile guy, and he's won 7 Super Bowls.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, but has he ever had an offensive line that was trash? Like, I don't know how bad their offensive line. I just know that's the knock that everyone says is that their offensive line.
Yeah, but here's the thing: people are going to point at the Packers wide receivers too, and the thing is, a very similar quality that both Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers have is they're both 2 of the best quarterbacks that have ever played the game, man. They're going to make everybody around them so much better. The Tampa Bay offensive line could be you at left tackle. Okay, you follow? Aaron Nagler at left guard. Me at center. Corey Banke at right guard and Andy Herman at right tackle. And I'm pretty confident that Tom Brady would still win like 8 games.
I don't think he would.
Now, me and you would probably have about 17 stays in the hospital overnight, but
in about 16 games.
Yeah.
No, like I wouldn't bet against Brady ever. But like I get why people are. I don't think that they're going to be as good as they were last year. I don't know if I'd say they're not going to make the playoffs. Because I think Brady makes people better. He just seems to win. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. And that's the thing, right? Like, that's why I have a hard time counting him out. But again, like, it hasn't happened yet. He could tear his ACL on Sunday. God forbid. I wouldn't like to see it. I don't like when players get hurt ever. So, but, he could tear his ACL on Sunday and, that season's over because Kyle Trask is not bringing that team to the playoffs. But Tom Brady certainly could. I love talking football. First off, it's so good to have football back. I love talking football.
Real football. Like the preseason crap. You're just trying to.
It's so bad.
But like you said about Brady, I think the same thing about Belichick. Like
Totally.
You know, he was down, and I think he's definitely he's gonna bring them out. Like I don't know what they're gonna do exactly, but I know that Bills fans are like, no, this is our time. We do not want. I don't think that they're actually a threat.
Yeah, it's weird because we're actually at a point where the Bills are better than the Patriots flat out. Like
Yeah.
that has not happened since Jim Kelly was the quarterback.
Yeah, if I was the Bills, anytime you had a lead on the Patriots, I would stomp on their throat. I would blow them out as much as you can every single
Absolutely.
time. Because that's what they did. And I'm sure they did to the Bills a few times, especially in the Rex Ryan era. Like there was no love over there back in, back in those times. But yeah.
Anyway, that was a good chat. Should we get to the Cowboys? Should we do a little
Oh,
Cowboys
yeah.
trash talk?
Hey, no, let's answer this question. Have you heard anything about Kevin King? Is he anywhere? I'm not saying they go get him or whatever. I know a lot of people are talking about that, but I haven't heard his name.
Keep that comment up. Put it back up. Put it back up. I've been Kevin Brenneman. Where is Kevin King going? I want that comment. Nonetheless, I can respond to it without seeing it. I will tell you what I've been saying for 4 months. Kevin King will play for the Green Bay Packers this year. I still believe that. I don't know why I believe that. I have no sources on that. In fact, my sources have told me the other. I don't have any sources, Matt. I'm just making shit up. My sources have told me the opposite. But I do think he comes back to the Packers. And this goes back to something I said right when I got on. And that is the Packers are an injury away from finding out what they really are, right? Let's say, and again, I just said this, I hate injuries. But if let's just say Jair was oh my God. The Bills are so good.
Something's about to happen.
Something's about to happen. The Bills are so good. It's going to be 31-10. Watch your TV. Let's just say Jair's not to play again like he did a year ago. I know, right? Just so good.
Oh my goodness.
So good. The Bills are so good. They're living up to the hype right now. It's super impressive.
That I've been giving them, and I'm not the only one.
Now, Matt, we're cheering for a missed extra point here because I did bet the under on 51. If this extra point goes in, it's what, 41? So that only allows for 10 more points. We're still okay. But anyway, Kevin King, I believe he will be a Packer at some point. As we're just watching the Bills go bananas. This is unbelievable. I mean, they look terrific. But if Jair's to go down again, or Stokes, or Rasul, or whoever, somebody gets hurt, I think that's their first phone call.
Oh, yeah. And like I know a lot of people, especially on Facebook, like have a sincere hatred for Kevin King, but for depth, I wouldn't be mad about it.
It's the Tyler Johnson play against the Buccaneers in the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Yeah, and the people
he got burned before half, and that's a big reason they lost that game.
Yeah,
but Kevin King is cornerback 3 in an emergency situation. Is not a bad situation.
No,
Kevin King, if you sign him tomorrow, he's cornerback 4 in a system he already knows. You could do worse.
Yeah, for sure. He knows the system. He knows the, I think I'm actually surprised that he's not
I thought they were totally going to bring him in summer, and I was shocked they didn't. So maybe they won't.
Maybe they know something. I don't know.
But he has been nowhere. He is still a free agent out there. So it's fascinating because he gets a really bad rap for that Johnson play against, the Buccaneers. They got the burps all of a sudden.
Yes.
That means I must be drinking. But he gets such a bad rap for that Tyler Johnson play against the Bucs. But he was a fine corner. He's not a cornerback 1. He's not a cornerback 2. And you've got those right now. And Jair and Stokes with Rasul Douglas being your number 3 or your number 2, depending on how you want to look at it. All 3 of them are going to be on the field all the time, so it doesn't matter. But as cornerback 4, that's not bad. And what do they have right now? Shamar Jean-Charles? I don't know the Packers' depth chart super well, but I'm talking to a guy that knows it even less than I do. So
yeah, it's I don't know that far.
No, that's fair. Matt, you're the best though, because you know, a lot of people in this Packers podcast world like to act like they're an expert, even though they don't even live in Wisconsin, let alone are an insider. You know, me and you, we like, and this is why I love coming on the show, and I'll do this for another freaking hour with you because I love doing it. Just chatting football with you. It's because you don't act like you know something you don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I want to show people that you can know nothing and still have a podcast.
But still be a fan, and you can still be a fan, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's
the most fun part about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not no genius on it. I'm just just like a regular fan, like everyone in the comments. And it's fun. And then for some reason, people started watching me.
It's because of your eyes.
Yeah, I think that they're sexy. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, you were just like Cody Ko on Vine, man. The two biggest superstars on Vine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lifetime ago. Look at that. What do you think about this comment right here? I'll accept John to play over the Bostic play. Which one?
The Bostic play burned worse because it was the fourth quarter. And then you had who was the receiver on that play in the Seattle game? That Wilson just chucked it to in overtime. I might be having flashbacks of the Larry Fitzgerald play in overtime against Arizona, but yeah, 100%. It was in the first half, right? Like you still had a half to play after the Johnson play, whereas Bostic, it was like, oh shit, we're going to overtime, and then we lose on a Super Bowl bid. So yeah, no, I totally agree with Phil on that.
But I think that touchdown right before half was like such a gut punch. It was like it was for me. I was watching, like, I don't remember that night 100% because I got hammered. But
that'll happen.
But I remember just like having just a bad gut feeling, like, man, because I've always said it, like, that is what loses games. Like, just a free touchdown, like a kick return for touchdown, or a pick six, or a stupid fumble on a 5-yard line. Stuff like that is how you lose games. And it just, I don't know why we're hashing up old war wounds. I'm getting sad over here.
Come on, Phil. What are we doing? We're already drinking alcohol. That we know that's a depressant. We don't need to bring up the Bostic and Tyler Johnson plays. That's my fault, actually.
But watching this Bills, and obviously they're killing it.
Yep.
Are they the best offense in the league this year?
Oh, that's a really good question, Matt. Nicely done.
I'm a professional podcaster.
That's pretty good. This is tough. Probably. But
I think
the Chargers are stacked.
Yeah, the Chargers are a weird team. Like, I know that they're good, and they're going to be good, and Herbert and all the things.
The Chiefs have Mahomes.
Good. Yeah.
The Chiefs have Mahomes.
And they'll probably be all right, huh?
Yeah, they'll be decent. I think Indy could actually be sneaky good offensively. And I don't know how sneaky it is considering Jonathan Taylor is the number one pick in everybody's fantasy football draft. But adding Matt Ryan is interesting. Michael Pittman is going to be a really good wideout. I don't think they'll be number one, but I think the Colts will be sneaky good offensively. What the hell's this thing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
No, I will.
A smoke, like a pink powder bomb got thrown onto the field. It's lighting up the field. It's everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Now it's here. Someone.
You can like see it in front of Sean McDermott and Josh Allen's faces.
Dude, you know what's funny is that dude grabbed it, sacrificed everything, and ran to the locker room with it. You know, people in the hallway like, what are you bringing it here for, bro?
That's wild. I love, I don't love how fans interrupt games, but it's become much more prevalent, I've noticed, in the last, like, post-COVID.
Stupid stuff like that, like throwing. Like, I'm all for it. You want to run the field and entertain all the folks there, screw up the game.
I've had it, right?
Yeah, they have a good time. I mean, I don't think it's worth it.
But, like, do you remember, and I don't know how much NBA you watch, but NBA playoffs, maybe it was the play-in series, it was Minnesota and Memphis, the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies, and 2 games in a row, somebody wearing, like, an animal, like, don't kill animals t-shirt was, like, was like handcuffing themselves or gluing themselves. I don't remember exactly what it was, to the court, or like they handcuffed themselves to the hoop or whatever it was. That was so odd. It's become like, it seemed like more people are doing stuff like that in the last year.
Yeah, there's weird stuff like they were throwing like, I think the Bills fans were like throwing dildos or whatever on the field.
Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Here we go. We got Stafford back here. Yeah, the Rams are not.
Well, they're 0-1. I mean, they're not going to win this game, right? It's 21 with 8 minutes left.
So, what do you? Does this change your mind at all about the Rams? Not to say like, oh, it's over, they suck, because it's one game, but does it bring them down just a touch for you?
When the Packers lost 38-3 to the New Orleans Saints in Week 1 last year, did it bring them down for you?
No, and that doesn't bring it down for me either. I don't think.
That's my answer. No,
yeah, one game doesn't.
Week 1.
Yeah, one game. Yeah, I can't be like, hey, the Rams, I don't know, not looking good. Then the Packers lose next week, and I'm like, that doesn't matter.
Right. And the other thing is, right, like the Rams aren't the same team they were a year ago. They've told the Von Miller story about 700 times tonight in this broadcast. Him going to Buffalo after winning the Super Bowl. Odell Beckham Jr., who helped them get to that Super Bowl, played a really nice game in that Super Bowl until he tore his ACL, is not out there. Robert Woods is gone, who I don't think played in the Super Bowl with his ACL tear. But like their offense is different, and their defense is missing one of the best linebackers to ever play, even though he only played there for a year and a half or whatever it was, Von Miller. They're missing some pieces. So I think there's still a lot of live game reps to figure it out, but there's an interception as Stafford throws one that's tipped in the air, going to be brought back to the 22.
I think other people talking about Stafford going to be MVP. I'm not saying that he's going to suck this year, but like this game isn't helping the stat sheet.
No, but the Rams are still going to be good, and they're
definitely going to be a playoff team. They're a team that you got to.
Yeah. But the thing is, Matt, we keep touting the Bills as the best team in the NFL. They look like the best team in the NFL right now.
That's what best teams in the NFL does. But the thing is, like, the teams who win the Super Bowl, especially for the NFC, like in my memory, is not the best team. It's not the team that, remember 2011 after the Packers won the Super Bowl? Like
15-1.
We're gonna win everyone. And went 15-1, just cruise through the season. That was a fun year. And then obviously didn't. But like the teams who win the Super Bowl, they get hot. They're good teams. Sometimes they're not even that good at teams. Like in 2010, the Packers weren't. No one was like, "Oh, Packers win the Super Bowl." All those injuries, all those things happened, and they got hot. They had the guys to do it, obviously, but I don't think people expected them to do it that year. And that's kind of who wins the Super Bowl. That's teams that have a talent, turn it on at the right time, get hot, and then just steamroll dudes.
Totally.
And today, Giants, their Super Bowls, they were never like the powerhouse. Like no
one talk about the Cincinnati Bengals last year, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me, some people might have saw it. I didn't. I know that Joe Burrow. I like I say, I think he's that dude. But like, I don't that year, like in time, because I feel like teams take steps like that, especially the Bengals, because they were pretty trashy for
a long time since post. I mean, they were good. They weren't great with Andy Dalton, but they were good. They were a playoff team. They were over 500. They were like a 6 seed every year or 5 seed every year. But they were making the playoffs year after year under Marvin Lewis as the head coach. And then, then they went through that drought. They tried out a million different quarterbacks, it seemed. I don't think it was that many, and then they got Burrow. What's that?
They're probably about 4 short.
yeah, probably. And then they got to Burrow. He tore his ACL his rookie year. They had a horrible O-line. They fixed that a little bit. They fixed it even more this offseason, that O-line. And then they got him his guy in Ja'Marr Chase, right? They played college ball together at LSU, and Ja'Marr Chase had maybe the best rookie wide receiver year we've ever seen. So it can come out of nowhere. And that was a team that, like I said earlier, was like a 5 or 6 seed last year. And they somehow made it all the way there. They lost, but they made it there. But it happens every once in a while. It doesn't happen every year. Like some years you get the 2-1 seeds. They're just the best teams in football, which could be the case this year if Buffalo lives up to all the hype.
What do you think about that? As for a Packer fan, the Packers being the 1 seed? Like, I think it's a tough question because you're obviously not going to hope that they lose games at the end if they are the one, looking like they're going to be the 1 seed. I'm not even saying that this year, like that's going to happen because we'll see. But I feel like sometimes if you play right through, like you're in the playoffs before the playoffs start, like and you get hot, you just go. If you're a number 1 seed, maybe just because like past experience, but I wouldn't, because it's like that's what you gotta want because it means you're playing good and you're.
So I'll give you this to your point. My favorite postseason run for the Packers was the 2016 run the table year.
Yeah.
You remember when Rodgers came out and said, we got to run the table? And they did. And then they made it all the way to the NFC Championship game against Atlanta. And the divisional round against Dallas. It was the Jared Cook catch. That was such a fun. That was my favorite postseason. And end of season. That was my favorite season as a Packer fan in the last 10 years. Because that does not count now the 2011-15 in 1 year, which was also very fun. I'm talking 2012 through 2021. The run the table year was the most fun I had as a fan because they had to win, and they were geared up. And then they won the wild card game, and I forgot who they played in that one. But then they went on to play the divisional game in Dallas, and it was the Jared Cook catch, the Mason Crosby kick. They survive another week, and then they go to Atlanta and get absolutely trashed. I mean, they lost by 1 million points that game, but that was a really fun year. And so to your point, yes, like there is something to be said about momentum. And a bye week certainly doesn't help momentum. So yeah, like I get your point.
But you're not gonna like I think it's funny because people say like because I kind of agree. I think it's better to kind of start it early and not have a bye, but like they're not gonna lose the game at the end on purpose. They're not gonna bench other players. Number 1 seed of the line, and like, no, we don't want the bye. Like you got, and
I want the bye, but it also helps this year. I will say with the Packers, they have a week 14 bye this year. There's 18 weeks in the NFL. So they get a bye. They got to play a month of Sundays, and then it's the playoffs. Do they want 2 byes in 6 weeks? I don't know what they do, Matt. I don't know if they want 2 byes in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think that's a really late bye. Like,
they have the latest you can have. It's week 14.
That's if they get banged up, I mean, which they're gonna, because that's what NFL players get. Like they're gonna be. That's a long run.
And the fun thing about that is, so the Packers obviously play in London this year. I think it's week 5. So the NFL offers to teams that play overseas, would you like the bye the week after you play in London? So they could have a week 6 bye. And they said no. And then you just get drawn at random. And so they said no to a week 6 bye or week 7 bye, whatever it works out to be. And instead drew the week 14 bye, which is the latest you can have.
Yeah, they got screwed on that one. Yeah. I mean, so let me ask you, because talking about injuries, what do you think about Bakhtiari? Is he gonna be good to go week 1, week 2? Like, what are you thinking?
I don't know, because I continue to call this the massive mystery of David Bakhtiari's ACL, right? Like it's one of the crazier injury phenomenons I remember seeing. Like there have been so many what the hell's going on here moments in David Bakhtiari's journey post ACL. We found out obviously in the last month or two, there's been 2 surgeries since the initial surgery. There's been 3 surgeries in total since he tore the ACL on December 30th, 2020? And there's been like 16 flushes of the knee, I guess I heard, or 18 flushes of the knee. Like, I've never torn my ACL, Matt, but that doesn't sound good.
No, that is absolutely brutal.
To go from the best left tackle in football to where we're at now is scary. I can't tell you whether or not I play in week 1. I don't know where he's at. Like, I haven't even read tweets on where he's at, so I don't want to answer that and be wrong. But
I don't think that they're really saying much. Like, he's practicing. I don't think he's full participant, but he's out there, so that's good. But like, he just got out there,
and you just got to feel for the guy, dude, because like I'm sure there was nobody that wants David Bakhtiari on the field more than David Bakhtiari.
Yeah, you got to feel like a cheerleader. He's out there, like,
and not in a good way, right? We're not talking hot college cheerleaders here. We're talking hairy 30-year-old men that are really good at blocking big defensive linemen. Yeah.
he feels like a bowler. You know, they come off the field, he high fives.
Yeah, but he's not even going on the field, Matt. That's the worst part. He's
Yeah.
feeling like a bowler minus all the bowling.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's just out there high fiving. That's it. But yeah,
He's the groupie at a rock show.
what do you think about Tunyon? You gonna come back? He seems like, you know, he seems in pretty good shape from the videos I've seen. He's doing.
I mean, they need him. They need him. And that's the same thing I'll say about Lazard, who's been a limited participant all week too. His foot was stepped on in practice. The funny thing is about this is they haven't said A, what the injury actually is, and B, who stepped on him is the other part I'd like to know, right? Because if Kenny Clark is stepping on your foot, that's not going to end well.
No,
But if Eric Stokes is stepping on your foot while he's running, you're probably all right. It's probably just a light bruise, you know, depending on how hard he steps on it. Like in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we're full route. He's got his back, you know, next to mine. He's just running. He's going to step on my foot. It's going to be over with. Whereas like you could be blocking like Kenny Clark. If he steps on your foot's snapped in half. So I'd like to know who stepped on him. But secondly, is it a fracture? Is it a bruise? What's going on there?
Is it a cleat? Like, did someone like? Is it really bad? We're like, I don't know.
Is it a full step, right? Are they putting the heel into it and really driving it into your foot, right?
That sounds painful. I got my foot run over by a car one time, and I was all right. Didn't even do nothing.
What kind of car?
It was a little crappy car, like Geo Metro, small car. The cars every kid had when I was in high school.
So like a Saturn?
Yeah. No, it wasn't even, I don't think they had Saturns back then.
Well, they don't have Saturns for the last 15 years. So
it was a hatch. You know, one of those little hatch ones. The Geo Metro. Okay. You know, the kids that put the stereos and the speakers in it. It would sound. No doubt. It would sound like it was some great stereo.
Oh, you're talking about Taurus. You're talking about Taurus.
Oh, I think it was a Geo Metro. Anyways, that's not a car. That's small. Small.
I don't know. I don't know cars. I don't know why I'm acting like I know cars.
Me neither. I know crappy cars. I know what they look like because I've had most of them at some point.
Yeah, me too. Me too, my man. Me too, my man.
Many, but
I still drive a Saturn Ion. That's why I brought up Saturns.
I used to have a 2004 Saturn Ion.
I have a 2006.
2004 Saturn Ion, right? This thing would not start in the winter. The starter was messed up. There was like a recall on it after I got rid of it. But like for years, like no one could call me and be like, "Hey, come over right now." I was like, I don't know, dude. Because like I would literally get done at work and I would go start my car and it wouldn't go because it was like an anti-theft thing. Amazing. That was like messed up. I think they ended up recalling it. But I'd go online and say, "How can I fix it?" Like, well, you can pay to fix it, but it'll break again. And they're not recalling it. And then they eventually did. So I sat in my work parking lot because you'd have to wait 10 minutes. If it didn't work, you had to sit there for 10 minutes. So I hate Saturn for that. How much of my life they wasted for me sitting in my car. And we didn't have cell phones back then. So you were just in that thing.
No kidding. Yeah, right.
Just staring. You can't do anything anyways. Okay, let's see what Chad's saying over here. The Bills look like the better team tonight all around. Von Miller is making his presence felt in a big way. Big loss for Rams. Yeah, I think the Bills look outstanding. And I the first half, you know, that this was a close game, but the Bills turned it on and they never looked back. Like they're just absolutely and Von Miller, like does Von Miller surprise you at all? Like, I mean, it's just one game, but he was running around. He's an older fella. I actually forgot that he went there until last night when I was talking to the guy Joe. But yeah, I don't know how old he is for sure. He's number 40. I'm not that sure if
I think he was drafted in 10, so add 10 to 22 or add 12 to 22. So he'd be like mid 30s, I think.
Mid 30s, I was, killing it. I was
playing in the NFL, right? That's what you were doing in the mid 30s?
Oh yeah. I mean, you didn't know me because I looked different then. But
yeah, right. You had a completely different name too.
I had a good question today. I was asking people at work. That's what people at work don't talk anymore. I said, all right, me in my prime.
Yep.
Right?
Which is probably right now, but go on. Cooper Kupp, good Lord. Cooper Kupp, good Lord.
I don't know when my prime would have been because I never did anything worth we're like, whoa, that was my prime. But like you say, me in my prime, and then you take whatever athlete you want at 65.
Okay.
I think I was talking about a boxer. I don't remember what it was. But like say you in your prime, like maybe that's right now. You're still young, and say
I'm not in my prime. I don't think I'm there yet.
All right. So let's say this: you in your prime, whenever that is, if it's in the future or the past or right now.
I probably peaked in middle school, Matt. I'll be honest.
So then AJ Dillon at 65 years old,
he's winning.
He's still winning that thing.
Yeah, I'll bring you a different AJ Dillon question that I was asked today, which is ironic. But no, look, dude, I'm 6'3" and weigh like 160 pounds. I'm scrawny and tall. I'll never be an athlete. Like, not a chance.
Basketball?
I played basketball. I sucked.
You're just that tall. Like, my son was in basketball like all through school, and there's always that one team that has that really tall kid. Like, in warm-ups, like that guy. Watch out for that kid. And then like you see him in the game, and he's just like he doesn't know how to handle his body. He's all weird with it.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's me. 1000%, dude. Like I was always the tallest dude, but I was I played. I went to a pretty small high school though.
Yeah.
But I quit before varsity. I went to work for the newspaper instead. I went to go write about the basketball team instead of playing for the basketball team.
Someone probably wrote something bad about you one time. And you're like, well, I'm going to go do that job because that seems a lot more fun.
Yeah, right. So I did that. Anyway, what the hell were we talking about? You asked me a question. Oh, I got an AJ Dillon question for you. That's what it was. Yeah. All right. So you earlier this summer, you saw the AJ Dillon video where he did the Oklahoma drill with the mascot.
Oh, I loved it.
All right, get rid of the mascot costume. You got no padding on. How much money do I have to give you to go do that Oklahoma drill with AJ Dillon? Full speed. He's not giving you any mercy.
I don't get any type of protection?
No.
No, like even a football
what you're wearing right now.
I think I would do it, dude, just for the viral video because I'm a
Okay, but you understand you're getting a concussion.
Oh yeah, I'm probably broken ribs. I got
probably broken ribs. You're probably rolling an ankle.
I probably wouldn't.
I'm offering you money. What's the price tag?
It would.
I said 5,000.
I was thinking like 50. No, because like if we're being realistic, and AJ Dillon is right here, right now,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it for free.
I probably would do it just because like. I'm like, do I get to video it? Because I need content. You know what I mean? But also,
I do know what you mean. Yes,
I got insurance, so I think I'll be all right. I don't think I would die, but maybe what if he punctured a lung or something? And I'm not over here.
So Phil Jones says six figures. He needs at least $100,000 to do that, which is crazy to me. Brad Bartlett goes even higher with 7 digits. He says, "I need $4 million." I'm saying, give me a quick 5K. I could buy a new crappy car with that. Like,
I don't
might have a concussion for a few weeks, but I'll be all right.
I don't know if he went full speed on you.
You're getting wrecked, and you're getting a concussion, maybe a couple bruises, maybe some broken ribs, but that's it.
No, but like for you, because you're so lengthy, like he can just hit you anywhere.
I'll fly, which is fun.
Like for me, like I'm not tall, but I'm fat. He's got
He's knocking you down like a domino. However, he's knocking me like he's throwing a ball off a trampoline, right? Like I'm doing flips.
Yeah, he's folding you. Like you're just gonna.
Ted chimes in the comment section, says, "Give me $1 million, I would do it." Ted, you guys must have a lot of money or something because I'm in.
I think there's certain things that you have to do when given an opportunity. Like when I was at that Quick Trip thing and I went in the water,
fun, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to do it because everyone's like, hey, we're not, because we were going to jump in, because they had the plane, they put it in. And then everyone's like supposed to jump in. And then everyone's like, yeah, I'm not jumping in. So I was like, well, I'm not either because I don't want to, I'm not be the only one, but I didn't really want it anyways because I'm not a big fan of heights and I can't swim. Good combo. I mean, I can
Wait, hold on. You can't swim?
Not like like to save my life. Like I can swim a little bit, but like if I'm in there like 5-10 minutes, no life jacket, like the last time you saw me, probably gonna be the last time you see me.
How do you not know how to swim?
I mean, I know how, but like I'm not like forever.
Well, I'm not asking you to do it forever.
But I had a life jacket on anyways. But like,
how long could I do it?
I saw a guy like this got saved from the ocean, and he was like on a boat that sank, and he was on a cooler. I'm like, bro,
I saw that too.
I'd have died the first hour.
That's all about ingenuity, though. It's like, okay, what do I have that floats? And how can I best rest on it, right? If you get stuck in the middle of the ocean?
I've never been in that situation.
No, I never would be either, but I think it's fun to theorize.
Yeah, I forgot what we were saying before that.
Well, Bills win 31-10. Game's over.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Final.
Wait, what did you just do there? Turn it
Nothing.
towards me. Turn that screen towards me.
It's a nice.
What is it? What does it say in the red and the blue? I can't read that.
This is like when you when they get a touchdown. Like I
Oh,
get
that's how you change the scoreboard.
extra point, safety, 2-point conversion.
What
Like,
is the name of this website you're on?
It's not a website. It's like a code. Like someone. There's a smart guy I know. I went to high school with him.
Okay.
He can build like he's just like a computer dude. So he just sent me this link and said, "I made this for you." And this
What's the link?
well, it's just a bunch of code numbers, a bunch of numbers.
Oh,
It's just like something he made. And yeah, because he gave me like something like one time it was like it's called like a cherry something. It's like a little computer, right? And then you can plug it into your laptop and like do all types of stuff with it. He's like really, really super smart. He used to explain it to me. I'm like, I don't know, dude. And he's like, then this year he's like, I'll just make this. You dumbass. But it's cool because he can update it. He can make different things. I was thinking about if someone wants to be a sponsor of the show, I can put your logo over here.
that's awesome, dude.
That's
I love that. That's a great little feature. However, he's got the wrong Rams helmet in there. That was like the St. Louis helmets.
Oh yeah.
Is that on you?
No, because you could select like right here, like you could select any team you want. He's got them all. Yeah, I think he has an old school. I think he said that.
It's the old school.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think they're all old school because I think even let's check the Packers.
Yeah, set up the Packers Vikings game. Make it like 4,800-0 if you don't mind, though.
Yeah, let's do that. I think I have to reset it to do that. I'll just reload it.
Who's still hanging with us? Give us a hello in the chat. Just say hello in the chat. Give us a hello if you're still hanging with us. Matt, I know we've been talking for like over an hour, but we haven't talked in like 6 months. It's so good to see you, my friend.
It is. It's it's been a long off season.
It has been.
Who's the coolest person that you got to interview that you were like jacked up for?
How about I do a little humble self-promotion here?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know who Joe Thomas is, right? I brought him up earlier.
Yeah.
Joe Thomas, I get to meet face to face. He'll be a Pro Football Hall of Famer here in a year. He played a long time for the Cleveland Browns, but went to the University of Wisconsin. I got to interview him face to face today. If you want to hear that interview, you can catch it 12:30 p.m., noon 30 tomorrow on 100.5 ESPN or the ESPN app or WisconsinOnDemand.com, wherever you get your podcasts. Just look up Alex Strope for the High Noon Hour. That's the show I host every Monday, except we're on a Friday this week because Monday was Labor Day. So, got to chat with Joe Thomas, which was really cool. We've had Melvin Gordon, who plays for the Broncos, on the show many times. James White, we've had, who just retired. Had him on the show, former Badger, many times. So, you going up to 4,800 or over there or what?
I'm gonna see how then the number moves.
It's down at the bottom. Well, now I can see it. It's 104-0.
Yeah, that's good. No, save his arm. You gotta save Aaron Rodgers' arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bench him at this point.
Or if anyone's running the ball, like their legs are rubber. No, but that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen Joe Thomas do other people's podcasts. Like he has his own thing, doesn't he? And
he does his own thing. He actually launched a new thing. That's why I got the talk with him today. Him and his wife, who are both University of Wisconsin alumni, his wife played women's basketball there. He was obviously a football player. They are working with their name, image, likeness program, and they're launching a podcast to raise money for the student athletes. So, Brad Bartlett just over here smoking some hash. Attaboy.
Yeah, that's so. What are you doing this year for the football season? Like you doing some stuff with them for like the Badgers and all that?
No, Sundays. Well, Badgers, yes, but Sundays are my one day off. So that's the one day I get to sit on my couch and be a fucking fan. I just get to hang out and make food and drink beer and watch the Packers play and watch NFL.
I actually kind of miss that about like because like I do all this stuff, and especially this year I'm gonna be really busy, which is gonna be fun and cool. But like just chilling and like 'cause, like especially like when my kids were young, we'd watch the Packers together, like football all
Yeah.
day, and it was just like really fun. And now it's different, but it's still cool. Like the stuff I get to do is fun. But like I kind of do miss that laying on the couch. Like, because I used to just lay on the couch and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired or whatever. And then once the Packer game started, I was like, oh, I pepped up. Because when I
All
watch,
amped up, right?
like, because I watch Packer game like on my stream, I'm sitting down doing all this stuff. But like when I watch a game, like just watching it, I'm never ever sitting. If I sit, that means the game's over. Like I had lost confidence. Like I stand the whole game in my living room and I just scream at the TV. I'm like kind of different than how I do on my stream. Because like there's times that you just start cussing people out on the TV. I don't do that on the stream.
No, that's fair. Look, it's just I love my freaking job, dude. I have so much fun doing it. I get to do what we're doing right now every day, and it just doesn't feel like work. And on Saturdays, it just comes out. I'm in Madison. For those of you that don't know who I am, I work for ESPN Madison, and I lead our Badgers coverage. So I do. We're not a network, so we don't have the actual game on our dial, but we do a pre and post game show. And our pregame show, Matt, if you ever get down for a Badgers game, let me know, please, because we do this big tailgate right up the road from the stadium for partners and friends and all the in-betweens with booze and food and a DJ. And I'm just off to the side on a stage doing a radio show from that where there's a tailgate happening right down the road from Camp Randall. And so we're doing 2 hours of radio. I'm doing it with Brad Nortman this year, who was a longtime punter in the National Football League, played for the Panthers for a long time. I think he wound up in, if I'm not mistaken, New Orleans, but I might be wrong on that. I know he played a long time in Carolina, though, as a punter. I had Monte Ball with me last year. He was a Heisman finalist running back, played in Denver. Yeah, so it's just a blast. I have a former player with me always, and it's me and them just from right up the road from Camp Randall doing a pregame show, and then we go to a local bar every week for our postgame show that goes 2 hours. So we're sitting there taking phone calls and just talking Badgers in a bar in Madison, or in the Madison area rather, talking Badgers. So I have so much fun on Badger game days. And then Sunday's my one day off because I have my everyday responsibilities, obviously with the shows, and I do some other stuff for our company as well. That's during the week. So yeah, I mean it's awesome. Phil Jones says stuck in Gophers country. PJ Fleck's a goofball. I really dislike PJ Fleck, not necessarily as a human being, but as a head coach of the Minnesota Gophers. That's my college football take. So there you go, Matt. What's up with you, dude? We haven't caught up in a while. Coming up for Jets game this year.
I'll be there.
That's week 6, right?
Yeah, I'll be.
That's like an October game. Good
I'll
weather.
Behind the glass.
Up top behind the glass.
I don't
You
know.
in suite?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a suite or if it's just. I think it might. I don't know. I know I'm going with someone. My son's old baseball coach.
Oh, okay.
We still talk, and he asked me to go to the game. I don't ask. Someone says, "Hey, I got you tickets." It's behind the glass. I don't ask questions, even
I
if
did
it's
the same thing, man. I'm going to the Titans Thursday night game just because somebody's like, "Hey, I got a ticket for you." I was like, oh, "Okay, sure."
I don't ask questions. Like I remember one year, this guy messaged me and say, "Hey, I have an extra ticket. You want to go to the Packer game?" I'm like, "For sure." It's December. It's the Bear game or whatever. I think 2018 or something. I don't know. And then, so I go and I'm geared up, because it's a winter cold game. We're up top behind the glass, but like in the the seats. So we're going up the stairs and everything. I'm like, where? I was like, oh, these seats must be way up top, which I didn't care. I'm in Lambeau Field, whatever. My first Packer Bear game. But then we go, we're inside, and I'm like, oh, we're inside. I'm wearing like 7 hoodies, bro. I should have known this. And then, but then he ended up having to leave because his girlfriend texted him, or someone texted him and said, your girlfriend rolled her ankle, right? She has to go to the hospital. So he's like, do you think I should leave? And I was like, did you, is she alone? And he's like, no, they're taking her to the hospital. Like, what the hell are you going to do about it? Like, I mean,
That's
she
amazing.
accident, but then he ended up leaving, which is, I get it. he had to go take care of his girlfriend. So I was at that game by myself. I didn't even sit in the seats. I just stood like I'm sure you've been. You have a little section of seats, and in the middle it's like a hallway. I just stood in the middle. So I felt like I was, and it was funny because I was taking pictures and videos like during it because I was alone, and people thought I was like in a suite. I'm like, yeah, I'm not in a suite. I'm just standing here next to the security guard watching the game.
That's awesome, dude.
It's great up there though. The bathrooms, there's like very little line, if at all.
I've never been in a suite there. I've been in the press box, but I haven't been in a suite.
I've been in like the seat thing. I've never been in like a private suite, which I'm gonna do. I was talking to someone like how much they are. I was like, you could get like a group of 10 people or maybe more.
Yeah.
And you could get one for not a bad price if you put them all the people together. It's like doable. I'd like to do it someday.
I would too, but I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can afford that.
Oh, I know. I think it's
but you said it's not too bad. So what are we talking dollar signs wise?
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we'll definitely link up. What? Oh yeah, dollar sign. I forgot.
Me and you were linking up.
No. This comment, Derek, at the Jets game. He says he's going to the Jets game. Well, I said, yeah.
I might go to that one. I have a coworker who's a Jets fan, so we might hit that one up.
Yeah, that's why I'm going because my son's a coach. He doesn't live here anymore, but he's a Jets fan. No, but like, I forget the price because a friend of mine got married or had his wedding reception.
Okay.
At Lambeau Field. So then they had one of the suites, like just people were walking in there drinking. You could see the field and everything. And someone was talking about, they're like, yeah, it's not that much if everyone in the group paid, not just one rich friend, like everyone chipped in however much it'd be.
I still think it's pretty expensive though. Like I don't think that's a cheap ticket.
Yeah, but I think
hey, I just brought you with me though. I'm making another drink.
Oh, let's go. We're going on a walk here.
We're going on a walk.
I gotta work at 3:45 tomorrow. I gotta go pretty quick.
You tell me you said you slept 3 hours last night.
Yeah. Tonight a bit about 2.
And now at max, you have 5 hours tonight, which adds up to a total of 8, which means you're down 8 in what you should get.
Yeah, I'll come home tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow?
Friday.
Yeah, I'm off Saturday. I'll probably get drunk tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie.
So then you're just gonna sleep all day Saturday.
I'll probably take a nap tomorrow. I was gonna take one today, but I don't like taking a nap when I'm gonna do any live stuff because when I wake up,
you'll be groggy.
I'm not gonna be motivated. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I blame you for that.
Big shout out to everyone who's still rocking with us. I feel like it's Derek, Phil, and Brad maybe, and everyone else. They fell asleep.
There's probably a few people that aren't chatting with us that are still hanging out, whether they're watching on their TV or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's good to have everybody here. We're just hanging out, talking football. I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait for this for this live. Cause I didn't know how this live stream was going to go today because like there's a lot of stuff, new things.
So what were you testing out exactly?
Well, the scoreboard I wanted to use, but
okay.
I want to see like how the game streams, like how fast. Because last year there was a problem where there was a delay, and this year the delay seems worse. Someone said you could put an antenna on TV, but my wife said that might not work up here because I think we tried before. She said when I went at halftime on break.
Well, I told you it's 2022. Just use like I'm not going to say these words on a live stream, but I'm going to say use a different source of streaming. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Is that a different source of streaming? More on time or what?
I would say my experience they have been yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check this stuff out this weekend because I want to like people watching. I want to be more on time with people. It makes the stream.
Fair.
That's why today's stream was weird because I like last year last year was my first year doing it, and I'd get into it, and I'd be like, yo, Aaron Rodgers, 3rd down and 6, and I'm just like having fun screaming, like like calling the plays. But like if I know that they already seen it, why the hell am I gonna call it? You know what I mean?
So I have a question for you, and your answer will not hurt my feelings, I promise, because I don't do either anymore. But Do you prefer the in-game streaming or the post-game streaming that you and I used to do a couple years back? Like, what did you enjoy more? Because there's obviously perks to both, right? Like the live reacting with the fans, that's about as good as you can get. It's like watching a game with somebody via a comment section. But the post-game we had the phone calls and we had the instant reaction and we had the chaotic drunk people. Like, there's different positives to both. Which one do you enjoy doing more? And I'm asking this from like a content creator standpoint. I'm not asking, hey, you're my buddy, pick my answer.
No, the thing with like when we were doing it is I watched a game like with my family.
Yeah.
And I got to post on Twitter and I'd make videos and I would like do like little ranty videos on Instagram during the game. And and that was cool. And then after the game, we got, we did the post game show. We took phone calls, which was really cool.
Hey, I have a question real quick. Were we ever not wasted for those?
No, I don't think
I don't think I was sober a single time we did one of those.
I never was. I was Liddy City every single time. But
I remember my boss at ESPN hit me up one time shortly after I got hired there. And he goes, hey, I just found all these streams you did after Packer games. They were incredibly entertaining. But holy Lord, man, he said, holy Lord, man, were you lit up? And I go, yeah, that sounds about right.
That's in the past now.
Yeah, I said, it's over and done with. Won't happen again. And here we are. Post Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, there's few people watching. I don't think he's one of them. But doing the games, because last year was the first time I did it. So, because it's funny because I had a whim one day. I was like, I'm just gonna do a game stream. And then I think I hit up Grassi and asked him a few questions because he does it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not really thinking about it too much. I'm just gonna do it. And the first game was a Saints game. So, and I was kind of nervous, to do it because but then I'm sitting there, and I'm a positive fella. So I'm like, all right, they still got this. We're still in
38-3.
The whole game was me saying, it's not over yet. We're, and then it went to like, well, it's just the first game of the season. And you never know.
The first game.
It was so awkward because I wasn't like comfortable because like I wasn't. And I think I was probably more sober than the rest of the games. I don't remember exactly, but I remember being like, this was horrible. Like it was a horrible experience. I didn't have really a fun. I felt I learned a lot from it. Like later on, I realized, but at that moment, I was like, oh, this sucks. Like people are like in the comments like, you suck, the Packers suck, you're a piece of crap. And I was like, that's awesome. Like not everyone, but there was a few. And like as you're like thinking like I'm not doing well, and then people are telling you like, oh yeah, see, he sees it too. I think we're on the same page there, bud.
Amazing.
But then I bounced back, week 2, and I think I got drunk that day, so I was like, from now on, I'm gonna be hammered when I do this. No, that first like just a beat down, especially because you know how I do. I talk a lot of trash. So I'm like, yeah, the Packers.
You don't talk trash. You
the Saints. So people like they tuned in. They're like, "What happened, bro?" And I was like, "It just ended." So I'm just sitting there. And then after a while, like a lot of Packer fans started to leave because it was a horrible game, and they just probably a lot of people just wanted to move on with their day. And then so it was like a lot of haters in there. But Phil is at like every stream. Hey, Phil, were you there for the Saints? He said, "Go to." I'm definitely going to try that. I'm going to go.
Why are you asking him, or are you saying it on your stream? You mean?
Yeah.
I thought you meant at the game. I was like, what?
No, because Phil is he's like in every game, like he's here most of the time, or at least some of the time. And
Phil is the man. Shout out Phil.
He wasn't there for the first one.
Isn't it fun when you have people that support you that like have been there and you can just recall on them, right? Like we have listeners on ESPN Madison where it's like, yeah, they know me better than I know me. Like they make jokes about me that I could never even think of. You know me, I'm self-deprecating, right? Like I love to make fun of myself. And Matt, you're one of my buddies who know this. I love making fun of my friends to their face because it's so much fun. I love busting balls. And these listeners will just text me and be like, Stroke does this or that. And it's like, oh my God, I could have never thought of that. And like Phil feels like one of those guys where he's like, hey, Matt, remember when you said this 14 weeks ago?
He doesn't call me out, but he actually does help because like last year, he would write because he was a little bit ahead of me, not as much as tonight, but he was always ahead. And so he would say first down. So I'd put his stuff on his screen. So then it was almost like captions. First down or whatever, 3rd and 6, and then sometimes I didn't know what down it was, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Yeah, he's a trooper. But I have no one else to watch with. Wife hates sports, daughter's the same. Hey, sometimes you gotta have your own
Well,
thing.
it sounds like you have Matt Ramage to watch sports with, Phil Jones. That's what it sounds like to me.
We got each other, but I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta get to bed. I gotta get to work tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta get to work in about 5 hours, Matt.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to come through or even stop on a podcast or whatever, let me know.
I did tonight, didn't I?
Yeah, and this year is gonna be fun for both of us.
I'm excited to see some of your stuff from the stadium, man.
Yeah, I think that because I'm gonna go to Lambeau Field and I'm gonna try to ask goofy questions, but at the same time, I'm gonna with the tailgates, I want to like actually show people like what it. But some of those tailgates are so extravagant, like it's nice, and they don't have to. That's what I tell people: big or small, it doesn't matter. Size does not matter, Alex. But
ain't that the truth?
Like I don't care if it's someone's got a little grill with a couple of burgers on it. I just come and talk and like where you're from, like figure out like.
All right, Matt, but let me make a disclaimer right now. If I get to Lambeau for a game, I better get an interview.
I'll interview you. I'll have to use the tripod to reach you so high up there.
or we just need to recruit a really tall cameraman.
I got this new. Check this out. I got this new tripod that is, it's actually really, really tall, right? And then this thing unscrews because you can put it on a table as well. You can screw it into the tripod. You turn it on, and it will follow you.
It's got a motion sensor?
Yeah. So like I'm gonna go to Lambeau Field and like do videos, like kind of like.
Is it a motion sensor or do you have like a remote?
No, it's motion.
All right, so
tell you.
We're getting professional and techie right now, which is fun. So I'd be careful with that at tailgates because somebody will walk in front of the camera and it will follow them and ruin your entire video.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it for the tailgates. This will be like when I'm alone. Like during the week, I want to go like a video I would make in my house.
Yeah, that's where it works perfectly.
I'm gonna find an empty spot in the parking lot, like on a Tuesday or whatever, and then just make a video, or maybe even go live from Lambeau Field, and take advantage of like being.
It may work. You should try it at the tailgates. See if it works. See what it picks up.
I think I can get people to record me. Plus, I've been meeting new people in Green Bay who live here. I've been trying to anyone who like I know lives in Green Bay. Let's say let's meet, let's have a drink, and maybe we can like help each other. We can collab, and maybe you can hold my phone when I do this stuff, and I can help you in another way, and we could, or maybe they can be in the video with me. That we, do stuff because I don't have any friends. No, but like I don't have a lot of people who like
me neither, Matt.
Like that do this. So like most people who I know don't understand. Like I'll tell them, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, sweet." I think just interviewing people or even like anyone walking, but I'm getting better at like getting like ballsy to talk, to do it. But like I wanted to go to Lambeau Field and see someone like, hey, I make videos on the internet about the Packers. You want to be interviewed real quick? And like, oh, and then they say yeah, and then maybe it's good, maybe it's not. If it's not, I could just cut it and do whatever.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man on the street is hard. I've never done it, but people that I know that have done, the man on the street, it's hard. But, and here's a good but, it's easier at sporting events because everybody's drinking.
Yeah, and I mean, and not to be all whatever, but like some people know me at Lambeau Field, so it'd be easier.
You're in your crowd also, right? Yeah. Like you know exactly how these people operate.
Yeah, because I can just put on Facebook, hey, I'm going to be at Lambeau Field if you want to be part of some video stuff,
right?
Whatever, and we can meet up or whatever. But so I don't have to walk with the random people like, hey, can I interview? And I don't want it to be interview like all like, so where you're from? Where like I want it to like a little bit where you're from, but like not so serious. Like a lot of goofiness too.
I have a suggestion. Just take it into consideration. First question: how many drinks have you had today?
Yeah. That is good. I'll write.
What's your first name? How many drinks have you had today? That's a hell of a start to an interview they didn't expect to get today.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I wanna make it like just fun and different. Like each one, so it's not all the same thing. And I think that the potential because no one else is doing it.
I love it. I just realized This conversation's being watched by other people, which is amazing. But we usually do this an hour after we end the live.
Yeah, it is funny, and people. I think it's funny because some people are probably jumping on here, and they're watching like because it's a game stream, but the game's over. We're just talking about everything else. They're like, "Hey, what's up? Where's the Bills conversation at?"
Bills are very good. They looked really good, Matt. Hell of a live tonight, by the way.
Yeah, it was top notch, I'm sure. Oh, look at that. 6 years of security with the Vikings was enough for me. 10 with the Gophers. Wow. That's you did your
Phil,
time.
before we let you go, I need to know your thoughts on PJ Fleck. That's like all I need from you, Phil. I just need to know your thoughts on PJ Fleck, and then we'll chat again next time I'm here. But security is also sounds interesting. Matt, maybe you need to have Phil on the podcast. I bet he's got stories.
Phil, you want to come on one time?
Because you had our buddy Mark, who is I didn't see him tonight, but often in your comments.
Oh, yeah, he's usually here.
He's been on your podcast before. I feel like you're also very good.
Night.
What's up?
Yeah, Mark. He always messages me after. I did one last night with the Green Bay guy, and he messaged me.
His thoughts on PJ Fleck, great motivational speaker. Depending on the crowd, I would argue, but okay, I dig it. Is he a complete goofball? Yes or no? Me and Phil are just having a conversation, Matt. I'm sorry. I took over your live here. I ran the field security. Okay, so he was down there. He saw some stuff. Phil is a fascinating human. You need to have him on your podcast. Save all this content for the podcast.
Yeah. No more asking Phil questions.
I'll happily join you guys for that podcast. I'd love to interview Phil. Seems like a wonderful guy.
He said no.
No to the podcast? Is that what he's saying?
Maybe. Not everyone wants to be in front of the camera. Not everyone looks as good as you. See, he doesn't.
If you think I look good right now, you're insane.
That's why I always try to have the camera far back. Like I used to have it on my desk. I'm like, maybe I should just stick.
Yeah, I'm using my laptop. I got my TV. This is on a TV tray. Here you go. I got what am I viewing here? Got my Moscow Mule and my phone, and then a TV tray. Anyway, all right.
I'm actually gonna set up a second camera. I'm gonna get a second camera because, like, I have my camera here because I don't know. I think it should be. It's over there.
Wait, so hold on. Instead of me being here, would it be your second camera? There'd just be two sides of the screen of you, or what?
Not at the same time. I can swap. So, like, if I'm doing like a game stream, I want to have the TV somewhere by the camera so it looks like I'm looking at them and watching TV, and my eyes help with that, right? But now if I'm talking to you,
all right, let's do this off stream. But I have a product suggestion for you rather than using a program for that.
Well, it's right on here. It's like on the.
No, I think you should get a second camera. I just think instead of anyway.
Yeah,
this is not good stream worthy content.
It doesn't matter. There's not many people here. People who are here, they know what they're watching.
Yeah, fair. Two drunk idiots talk about creating content. Good conversation.
The camera's right here, but like when I'm talking to you, I want to look at you, right? And you're over here, but now I'm not looking at you, and it looks over there. If I had a camera over here, so when I'm actually interviewing someone, I could switch it and look at that person because I know you don't care, no one else does. But you're talking to someone. You ever be on the street?
Matt,
how you doing?
Matt, it comes with the territory, dude. Your eyes don't work to begin with. How am I ever going to know where you're looking?
Dude, you know what?
Why would that bother me? Your eyes are already messed up.
What I had before, I had my laptop or the screen was to the right of the camera, so I could look right. I'm looking right at the fucking camera. You can't tell because you're like, well, he's looking near it anyways. So no one ever questions I don't have to look at the camera. They like right now, like this eye is probably pretty close to the camera.
I can't tell.
Oh yeah, you can't tell. But look at this eye right here.
Yep.
I'm looking.
It's looking right at me for sure. You look like when you point at your when you point at your eye like that. Do you know the fish where you press the button in somebody's basement and it sings?
Yeah.
You look like that bass when you look to your right side and your eyes just still staring at me straight.
It's funny because I'm looking right here. I'm actually looking at your face on my computer, but my eye is looking right. Anyways, we're gonna shut this thing down. I appreciate. Hey, Phil, you are the man. He said there for the Blair Wish myth. Hey, message
Take me to the river.
me. Drop me.
Drown me in the water.
Okay, I think he's been at some stuff. Six Minneapolis Miracle Catch, Super Bowl 52, Favre's last game, Final Four. Seen a lot, not to mention concert. All right, we're gonna get you in this thing. Could be
Phil, real quick. Where is Phil? Is Phil here?
He might have bounced out.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Phil, best concert you ever saw for free?
If he's still here.
Me, Matt, and Phil have to record a conversation because I got so many questions for Phil. But I want to know real quick, best concert you ever saw for free?
Yeah, he probably did see some crazy stuff. Yeah. You drinking too, Phil? I forget. I don't
Bring
know
him in right now. I do a Phil conversation right now. You got to work in 5 hours.
No, I gotta fucking get up at 30.
Oh, so you got to wake up in less than 4 hours.
Yeah.
Are you an insane person?
1, 2. No, yeah, that's in 4 hours.
You too. Good answer. Matt, are you a crazy person?
It depends what crazy is. Like not sleeping.
I'm asking for your definition.
No.
You're not a crazy person?
Not like I'm not gonna like jump out of an airplane and like do crazy stuff like that. But like, I mean, I've been called crazy a few times, so I guess maybe. I don't think that way. Well, it depends what kind of crazy you're talking about.
I'm not talking about a particular crazy. I'm asking for your definition.
If I go to a bus bench and sit down next to a lady, she might get up and walk away and say, I'm gonna walk. So I think I have that crazy kind of vibe thing going on.
Me too. I understand. Yeah, I get that. You're the man. Good stuff tonight, buddy.
All right. Hey, good job today, Phil.
Nice job today, Phil.
Hit me up, message me. We actually should talk, and I'll hook you up with a free shirt from my store. Not even the giveaway I'm doing on Sunday. I'll just give you one. Probably long overdue, actually. But
you want to send me one too?
No.
Fair enough.
Just kidding. Look at that. I don't know why I don't make it bigger so I can read it. Personally, Alpine Valley, Run DMC, Open, Kid Rock, mid headliner was Aerosmith, 2002-ish.
That's a hell of a concert.
Yeah, that is.
I don't like Kid Rock as a human being. His music's pretty good though.
Well, it rocks though. Rocks the house.
Kid rocks the house.
So I just watched that documentary on Woodstock. Like
dude, isn't it awesome? I've watched it 3 times. It's such a good documentary.
I think it's funny about the documentary is that like they didn't know that was going to happen. You have all these people, you know, and all the things, you know, the stories like no water, and it's even if you
they tell that story, don't they? Right? Like
it's like an all-time party, and then at the end or somewhere near the end, you're gonna have a song that's called "Break Stuff," and just scream "Break Stuff and shit tonight," you know, give me something to break, and then they broke shit. And you're like, what?
Well, it's hilarious how Bush had to follow. I forgot who was on before them, but
was it Red Hot Chili Peppers? No,
Red Hot Chili Peppers was the Sunday night, but that's when everything bad went.
It was already gone.
And also, how about Flea, the bassist for Red Hot Chili Peppers, just being fully naked in that documentary?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You
see his dick about 14 times. Yeah. Amazing documentary, though.
I've seen his more than I've seen mine. I got this gut now, you know what I mean? All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. Big shout out to Phil, Brad, everyone still. Oh, Derek's in the building. I appreciate you guys still hanging with us. This was fun. Fellas. I had a good time. Sunday night or Sunday for the Packers game, I'll be live again, and it's gonna be lit, and it'll be better than this one. I mean, before Alex got here, it'll be better than that was. No, I didn't mean that about you. It got better when you got here.